Oh, so long, Bowser. Thank you so much for to playing my game.
What up? Bang! What is going on, my constituents? What does that word mean? Can politicians say it? Constituents. A constituent is a part of a whole, most commonly referring to a voter or a resident in a specific district. That is you guys. You vote with your time, okay? You vote with your time and you've spent your time. You voted on me. What's up? Didn't get banned once in mainstream yesterday. Hope you're proud. I am. I did see you there, Stockdale A. What up, Mr. Bank Accounts? Zigzagoon, Move the Blue, Stitch Bay, Close Ski. What up, Junk Zone? Look who came crawling back. Great job on the mainstream again. Thank you, chat. I get it better. I get it good. I don't know if better is the right way to say it. I think that was my first time doing official 3v3, RLCS 3v3 that isn't a Friday. Because the Friday streams are a little bit like podcasty, back and forth, multiple games at once. I think that was my first time doing just regular old 3 versus 3. You missed it, Fear? Can you recap the day? Sure. Did you guys watch the Mina Last Chance Qualifier, or are you so committed to the stream that you refuse to watch it if I wasn't live? You did get to watch some RLCS yesterday and saw you on there? I got to cast a couple games. I casted NMT Saren and I casted R8 NMT. These two guys right here. Did desk for all the other parts. Did pre-show. Hey, to do from the RLCS stream. Yeah. I told you in stream to talk a bit slowly. Nope. Go faster. Just go faster. Best part is when you absolutely nailed the coming up next after the match. Did I? I felt like I was a bit early. Wow. Cool. Cool that you thought it was nailed. I remember thinking the one time I threw back to break, I was a little bit early. They just tell you have 10 seconds and you think that that's like right now. And then you find out how long 10 seconds is. Mr. Feet, I added you about Shogun calling ground dribbles bounce dribbles. And personally, I feel that misnaming mechs is bad for the game. Yeah, I didn't see the moments you were referring to. If they were like ground dribbles, like were they carries or were they, was the ball rolling on the ground versus bouncing on the ground? You say ground doubles. Oh, bounce dribble. Oh, ground doubles, bounce dribbles. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. The basketball double, the you know, people have called it that. 1 second, dude. My like washing machine or dryer is like gonna explode. It's so loud.
Hello chat, it's me, Headmaster. 4 isn't here, want head?
Never mind. I forgot I put on some tea. I forgot that it wasn't the washer, although the washer is going crazy. And I did accidentally put the setting on the washer to whitest whites when I was not cleaning whites. Does that mean it's GG's for all my clothes? Surely not, right? Surely it's all the freaking same. Can't matter. It's like I didn't put bleach in, so what does it matter, you know? That has to be true, right? Very much GG's for all your clothes. Of course you'd go for the widest whites. Explain that. Can we 10% down this intro music? You know what's interesting is it feels low to me right now. It feels low to me, but I'm looking at the levels and I'm like, that's pretty high level. And I wonder if it's just because the washer is that loud. I wonder if I close the door. That'll trap a dog in this room though. Dude, is it really just because the washer is that loud in the other room? Could be. Does he ever read YouTube chat? Always. Basically exclusively reading it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think for those of you who watched yesterday? I feel like I did okay. Not too nervous about mainstream stuff anymore, even though it was 3v3. I guess there was a world in which I could have been like, oh no, I've never done 3v3. But I don't know. I've watched so much freaking Rocket Cars, man. It's just like, it's all the same. Yeah, you did okay? All right. That's good enough. Gravy Madness, thank you for the 6 months prime. What are your thoughts on Johnny Boy's most recent vid and also the top comment on it? Let me guess. The top comment is Feer versus Johnny Boy Appjack commentary. Let's see. If I head to the Jaunt Boy, I believe his most recent video was hottest RLCS takes, and he reacts to them.
Welcome to another.
That's right, chat. Our favorite Jaunt Boy is a React Andy now. What is his... What my favorite hot take was when someone did Johnny Boy's Terra Fear, which is why they haven't done a show match yet. Nobody said that. Nobody said that.
Video. I'm traveling at the moment, but I wanted to make some content for you guys, so I'm reacting to.
Should I react to Johnny reacting?
Anonymous takes video. Some of you might have already seen.
What is he at the beginning?
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video.
He's in heaven.
Traveling at the moment, but I wanted to make some
traveling, or are you in heaven?
So I'm reacting to the RL Esports Pro Player Anonymous takes video. Some of you might have already seen this on the Twitter.
Johnny Boy has died and gone to Rocket League heaven. It would seem.
Socials recently, and this one especially very interesting. We got pro players anonymously giving their hot takes about other pro players and about other pro teams. So some of these are extremely spicy. I'm not sure
I think it's
how
too much.
serious
I don't
some
drink
of
hot
them are
drinks
as well. But I'll be judging that in this video, as well as trying to guess who said it. If we can, you know, get a good guess of who the pro player was behind the anonymous hot take. Let me know in the comments.
Fear cannot help but still Johnny be content. I was told to watch this.
I should probably say I'm in Toronto if you're interested.
Nope.
Let me see if it.
You're in heaven.
Does it? Is it gonna show? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Wow.
Lovely Toronto sky.
Never mind if he's not in heaven. I don't want to watch it. Nah, we'll go with our music till we start. What kind of tea are you drinking? I don't know. The one that says lemon in it. It's for my throat, dude. Chat. I don't know what it is about working on the mainstream, but I feel like I get sick around it. At first, I was like, is it just because I yapped yesterday? But I feel like it's less yapping on the mainstream than it is to just stream. Doing watch parties is more. I'm just gonna burn my tongue, dude. I can't. I just have to sit here for like an hour. I'm not going for it. But I had a workout this morning, and I had a lift planned, and so I thought, I'll just do it. I know I feel terrible, And you probably shouldn't go for a run with a, you know, cold, but screw it. When is NALCQ? Tomorrow. How's the back doing? The back is doing good. The lifting is all focused on, it's like borderline PT. I did like PT things for 8 weeks, like really, really lightweight stuff, following the YouTuber back guy. And then I says, all right, gonna bring lifting back into it, but it's all gonna be back strength focused. And so it's heavier weights, but still not what I was doing before. So far, doing great. How's your dumbbell pullover gone up? Yes. Why don't you have EWC drops? Now I have to watch the official stream too on my phone. And then you timed yourself out, which makes me think maybe I do. Chat was going crazy over the disallowed goal yesterday, but I feel like it wasn't that controversial. You know, it's just tough. It's tough that the last back made a mistake due to lag that led to a goal that had to be reverted twice. The only 2 pauses. I don't know. Just a bummer. Sounds like the players didn't really care. You know, we've watched like 1 billion Mina pauses. Let's be honest, chat. We've seen 1 million Mina pauses in our time. And I still think we would all agree those were like the most unfortunate. Like, even if they were legit, I mean, we assume they are legit. I haven't checked it. But it's not often you get like straight goals taken back from you when you're up 1-0. Like, just such a big swing. But you watch them and you're like, I mean, there's no way there were going to be goals without the lag. You think Yan and Swift have a chance to win Worlds against Twins? No, probably not. I don't even know, chat. I don't know what tea I'm drinking. This is lemon something. I don't drink tea. I only ever bring it out when I have a painful throat and I have a yapathon ahead of me. I can feel it. It's just so hot. I don't get, how do people do tea? You just like boil water and then you drink it? That's insane. When do we get to see another Warden show match? Maybe next week. It's going to be LCQ focused for the weekends, probably. I think I'm going to put the videos up from the last stream next week as well, so they don't clash with the LCQ. I think in general that's the right idea. Owen, name of 19 months. Big C99. I don't know if I thank you for the 7 months prime. Thank you. Gravy Menace. I got distracted by you. I did go look at the most recent comment. As far as I'm aware, Johnny and I both just continue to get worse at the game, making the eventual show match, if it ever happens, even less exciting. When do we see a Zach is back 1439 show match? Good question. Exclamation play because marbles isn't would like, it's a want. If I don't get my dose of marbles, I would watch in pain, sadness, and solitude. Without my marbles, what even is RLCS watch along with Fear? I did see you guys all exclamation point playing in the mainstream. Definitely convince some non-Fear chatters, I feel like, to join in on various spams. Chat, we are live for South American RLCS. It might be worth mentioning, guys. It might be worth mentioning that we're not going to go the whole way. There's just about no way in the world we make it the whole way today. And that's because Fear Jr. will be graduating from swim lessons today. And Dr. Fear's working. I got to take him in. So that does mean we end early, but figured we go live. We chat about this. We could chat a little bit about Mina, because, you know, I wasn't able to directly chat with you guys for that. What's good today, Leandro? You know, what's good? What's the best thing about today? Life's going on. Ooh, I am Barman 225 stream streak is maybe. JBP though with a big 3. Watch out for JBP. Those are the 3 first steps on your way to VIP. Yeah, I don't know. I'm bummed about the throat situation, but maybe it'll go away really fast. The OB Bears has a question. What is it? 45 stream streak, Lysan. What do the shoes say when you ask them they've been? Huh. It's a tough question to answer. The count of the fact it makes no sense, if you ask me. Do some primal screams? No. I've been lazy. Okay. What is Dr. Feer a doctor of? Emergency medicine. Still so mad you lost your streak at 88? Unlucky, bro. No Diaz, no fun? South America has some good teams. KV1's going to be at Worlds already. Ignoring the There Will Be Rares question. Am I insane? Oh. You're suggesting chatters playing each other with someone else commentary. You guys realize none of those words are the word fear? Meaning you could run that match without me. Right? It is a fearless stream, which, by the way, did you guys hear JamesBot said fearless while I was there in the call with him? Did everyone notice? Did you type fear mentioned? I don't think I had the chat open. BS Plus has the same chance of winning as R8 had yesterday. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, no problem, Ludovic. And you got second, too, in the marbles. So that really was me just giving you a sub. 5 fears, I think we have enough. Chat, we were talking about whether or not, in the green room, whether or not 5 fears, 5 of me, would beat 5 fears, the 3v3 SSA team. And I think the answer is incredibly obvious. Let's see what you guys think. Who wins? 5 fears? 5 fears. Five fears or 5 fears, chat? Who do you think wins if we play in a match? 5 of me versus the 3 of them. Hot. I'm just here to chill with the 5 months of Prime. Yeah, I agree generally with the chat that, dude, a pro team is just, you don't realize just how much better they are. And only having a 2-person advantage is just not good enough. It's not enough. Not enough of an advantage.
It is the last
pro team would cook me.
Day of competition in South America. We had Mina yesterday. Ghazi put on the cowboy hat. He's earned a trip to Fort Worth, Texas, and 1 team here from South America will also earn a trip today, folks. 6 teams remain 1 spot in the last chance qualifier in the play-ins at the World Championship. I'm excited about it. I got Herc, I got Stumpy, I got Daz. Herc, what a day. Here we are. You excited?
Oh my gosh, I'm stoked. Any LCQ is really, really fun. It feels like it's been a minute since we've all got to see each other on top of it too. So we're in for a good weekend.
I got to see him.
We're all here. We're all having a good time. Any big updates in your life, Dazarin, since the last time we spoke on Twitch.tv/Rocket League?
That is a clear setup. Yeah, I got a haircut.
You did. It looks good.
It looks great.
I mean,
I was going to get that
other
too,
things, but
so I'm happy that we didn't go for the same thing.
Listen, I know somebody. We can make it happen.
Worlds, mate. Worlds are oyster.
To be fair, Fear, I'm impressed you ever hit Champ 2, much less GC for every season.
Any big life updates in your life?
Why would you say that?
Into the last chance qualifier action.
Not yet. I get married in like a week, which is cool.
Let's go.
So,
Clap and tap for Stumpy.
Congratulations. Life partner.
W marriage.
That's fantastic stuff. Well, let's start talking about the Rocket League because that's what people
I
are
recommend
really here for. If
marrying
you just started tuning in
doctors
to the greatest
personally
in the world. You picked a great time. We are in the bottom left corner here. This is the last moment before the World Championship. This weekend of competition will be the final online gameplay of 2026.
Can you move your cam? You want to see Daz's cool hair? Did I hide his haircut?
We have Sam today. We'll have North America tomorrow, followed by Europe and OCE having a tiebreaker on Sunday. So the time time will be a little bit different every day. Take a look at this schedule. Hopefully one of these time zones is translatable to the time zone you live in. We try to keep it kind of global here for everybody. But again, today,
it's not.
here, Friday, July 24th, we have the South
It's
American
not.
LCQ.
Does
tomorrow,
not
North
include.
America, and we will start things tomorrow on
I mean, I guess I
Sunday
can at least
with
do the math
OCE
from
tiebreaker,
Eastern.
a single match to determine which team gets to be the champion of the region at the World Championship. Should be an exciting, intense moment of Rocket
Is
League
Jorby
action.
on
And
today?
Following that, we will have the European LCQ.
You gotta think
who's gonna come
they
out of
brought
that
the
map.
Jorbster
Feels
on
tight,
for
lots
South
of
America,
fantastic
no?
teams over in that region, hoping to make it to Dickey's Arena. If you want to be in the building with these teams and watch them compete for the title of
You guys want the
World Champion,
leaks?
you can do that, folks. There are still tickets available, and you could be in the building when history is made. QR code about to pop up on your screen. You'll be able to be there. We've been there a few times.
I don't
now,
think he
Stuff.
is.
This has been we've had a lot of fun experiences in this building, and I'm hoping we're gonna make some new ones here in September.
Honestly, in the entire
Yeah, no
city of
Jorb.
Fort
There's only
Worth,
one
it is-
person
I love it. I absolutely love going
who's
back
working
there.
today
I
that
feel
you
like
don't see
I've
right
actually
now.
learned,
It isn't Jorby.
Like a lot of the center of the city by memory now. I could recommend where to go.
Feer
to
recommends
various
marrying a
places.
doctor, but Dr.
Brilliant
Fear
place,
didn't marry a
genuinely, if you're
doctor. Yeah,
considering
well, she
going
didn't
to,
take my
and you're
advice.
thinking,
Not very
"Oh,
smart of
do I
her.
do it? Oh, do I not? You know, we're getting towards the end of the year.
No, 2
Just
doctors
do
actually-
it.
actually,
Don't
I think
be
is too
lame.
much.
Hop along, see us, see
Believe
your
it or not.
teams, and get some banging ice cream while you're out there in the Texan sun.
So, man,
Who is the guy
we
with
do
the
ice
Sam
cream
knowledge
very well
then?
in Texas. Let's keep talking about the South.
I mean, all of them,
American
I guess.
action, though, here. I would love to keep talking about ice cream, but we got to start.
Are you
talking
saying
about
that I was in the
some point
MENA
around
region
here.
because I'm the one with the
group
MENA knowledge?
stages for the South American qualifiers went down a few weekends ago. They have now
Saiyan
had time
King,
to prepare for their
dude.
opponents.
What a nice
We had
TTS.
2 different groups.
I can't wait
This
to
is
hear
how
it.
Group A went, Herc.
Yeah, if you guys missed the group stage, was honestly kind of decently intense, and we got ourselves into a really fun Group A. The fun thing that I've enjoyed the most about the SAM LCQ so far
You the man,
is you
Feer.
quite never know what you're gonna get. You're either getting
Thanks.
a full game 5 or you're getting a sweep. There really seems to be no in between with this region right now, especially the further we get past those semis. But everybody has shown up for this one. Not as many upset, pretty along the script, I would say, unless people want to argue me. But on the flip side, Group B is the
They
other
chose you
end.
due to
This is
climate
everybody
similarities to the
straight
Arabian
into
Peninsula.
business, get in, get out.
Makes sense.
They are. We have.
Makes
some of the
sense.
strongest
Did you see
competitors
Congress wants to
from
stop
the
daylight
region
saving
came
time to
out of
stick
Group B or
AZ
BS
on
Plus.
PST permanently?
I think probably the
Do you like 2 or
favorite
3 hours
in
change to
everybody's minds this
EST?
weekend, and you can see it with the performance.
Wait, they
want
wanna move us?
Didn't drop a
Why
game.
wouldn't we just stay on
Those
Mountain
teams
Time?
that they
We
played,
always
which
follow
leaves us
Mountain
with
Standard
the
Time.
bracket we have
Why would
today. We
they
already played through the first
end
4
it, but
matches of
also
it,
switch
the
our
previous
time
weekend
zone?
Here, and again, BS Plus
That's kind of
still
weird.
Yet to lose a game here.
Do
They
I
are
like
through
2 or
the
3?
semifinals, so they've got a top 4 finish here in the LCQ already guaranteed, but that does not matter this weekend.
It's not
guys.
different enough
The
to
only
to
thing that
matter
matters
too much,
is
to be
winning the
honest.
grand finals. There's no prize money, there's no points, there's no nothing.
They want to
except
stay
for
as we are now.
the 4
Okay, we're
quarters
on
if you
Mountain
win
Standard
that final
Time,
match.
so that we would not go to Pacific.
Angel saying if you ain't
We are
first, you're
always
last
Mountain
here.
Standard.
That's really the name of the game for the Sam
Everyone
LCQ,
else
and
moves
every
to
LCQ
daylight.
that's going to be happening
Pacific
right now.
Daylight
BS
happens to
Plus
match
looking like the
Mountain Standard
strongest
right
team
now.
in the tournament so far, not being able to drop a game, but of course
This is all really
the
interesting
trip
stuff that
is,
everybody who's not
you know,
Arizonian
their
cares
heels a
about.
little bit. We'll talk more
I'm
about
all for
that
abolishing
later.
daylight
But
savings
that
time,
being
but
said, there's
don't
a lot
need
of
to change the time
competition in those
zones.
quarterfinals that people should be watching out for.
Yeah, I mean, we would just be
Let's talk
Mountain, I
about
would
the
assume.
quarterfinals here for a second, Stumpy.
Because
BS
we're always
going
Mountain.
against Big
Why
Brothers
would you
Video.
change our
Those
time
are the
zone
only teams
when we
that
never
made
change
a
our time zone?
roster change coming into this picking
Do you live on a
up
mountain?
trio,
Yeah, at the
but
tippy
it
top.
Did not matter in this matchup. 4 up, 4 down for BS Plus.
Yeah, I think
Chat,
as well, when you look
is
towards,
CRN
Sam's
somebody
gonna be
that I should
no
know?
real team
Or, like,
has sort of consolidated all of the
is he a
main
somewhat new
talent,
player?
I think, in South America. I've not been.
I have not seen Korn.
Some of the big dogs have gone because you look towards Furia, of course, to have a lot of the
He's good?
firepower. You look towards MIBR, they're not here. This does sort of seem to be the
So
best
KV1,
of the
Wisty, and
best.
CRN are like
To
that much
me,
better than these
they're
other guys? Because
really
like
looking
Trofino
they've
Bem's
managed
Knight
to
feels like a
get
good
through in
team.
their Swiss group in the
CRR's
#2
nephew.
went 3-0. And I think this is one of their big competitions. They got, like you said, BS Plus with KV1 managed to take down the Sam 1v1 Open, managed to beat his teammate Wisty in that one as well. And they're, I think, the most exciting team in Sam right now. They're the ones that I think are, to be honest, most likely to be going through.
CRN.
They are.
Look up there, that's it, that's their third.
Game here, Herc. So obviously,
I'll be honest, I saw that yesterday and I was like, I don't think I've ever heard of CRN. Is his name Corn?
Again, the fact that we were talking about that there's the only thing
If you're the kind of guy that drinks tea regularly and lies about it, I understand you guys thinking that, because 100% of the tea that I've drank in the past 15,
100%. I think this is,
30, 33. Can I just say, no, I probably have done a tea drink here or there, not on stream, but like, it's just only ever on stream.
Do or die. Like Dad said, if you're not first, you're last. There's nothing.
You do seem like a tea guy. What about the kickstarts that I drink every day in the morning and the Dr. Peppers that I drink make you think that I'm a tea guy?
This could be it.
They won Regional 6?
One team this season, this will be their last tournament.
Look at how he holds the mug. This dude never drinks tea.
Let's talk about the other upper bracket matchup that happened up there.
It's true. You probably can't fake it. I don't even know what you're saying. I don't even know what you're saying. Like, I don't even know what about how I was holding it was weird.
Fuchos here in 4 games, or excuse me, in 5 games there, as Fuchos did take down game number 2 here, Stumpy, but ultimately they only scored 2 goals outside.
Did
of
KNS really pull his camera that far down on that kickoff?
Yeah, and as well, Novadrift being one of those top contending teams with.
It's because your vocal cords sound so supple. Maybe that's what it is.
Not particularly well known out of South America. They haven't got one of the star power
what
players.
Up, back,
like
Canis?
Your Drafinio, Knight, KV1. They've not got those big players, and I love seeing when a region gets this little bit deeper, and there's a lot more chance for players like this to shine through. And I think going through in the space ahead, or are they in the in group? So they in Swiss number 1, the first.
Chat, how do you guys cure sickness instantly?
They did end up dropping a game, and they
Doctors hate this one trick.
So
what is it?
They had chances to beat them on the second time round.
Death? That does seem pretty good.
Yeah, but you know, one of the things
Typing O, I'm down to try everything, except for maybe death.
That aren't necessarily as well known,
your camera position is very bad. Where would you guys prefer it to be? Do you like it right here? Covering Wave Punk? Grim Fatal, thank you for the 5 months Prime. Appreciate you. After 30, you're just cooked? I think I'm 30 and I have children that go to daycare, which is just like, you're just cooked. You're just going to be sick all the time.
We'll see if any of these players
so what can you do?
A spot on our top plays today with the action they'll put up. Here are the top plays so far from the LCQ, powered by Progressive Dads. Take it away.
Yeah, let's do it. Number 5, this is going to be Brad. Great flip reset here. Watch how he gets the flip.
B-Rad is rad.
Just use the power to get to the corner, right to the top left corner.
You literally said T? All right, well, I'm doing T. I'm doing T. I did get this, chat. I'm pretty sure this is like the most placebo thing of all time and doesn't do anything. I even took emergency.
I love this because look at this from Bruno. Bruno,
you know, we have emergency in the house. I thought surely this is like a scam. Google it. Google's like, yeah, it's a scam. I'm like, dope. But you know what isn't a scam? Placebo. So that's why I have to take it. You know, I gotta take it in case the placebo helps me.
Bruno, I talked about you. Listen, right off the kickoff, just get it back. Get it back for us here with a nice skin to the bottom left.
Emergency is maybe good for prep before international travel. According to my quick Google, which therefore makes me the expert on this, it was saying like the only way it's even relevant at all is like if you constantly take, if you take emergency every day and you like build up your baseline having all these vitamins or whatever, then when you get sick, it might help you get like better. I think this is something like 10 hours faster. like on average, people who like down emergency and then get sick, you know, report being cured a few hours faster than people who just didn't take it. By quick Google, you mean reading the AI overview? Yeah, and we know how Gemini is too. That's a big 10 hours, true. DS emergency.
Gets past 2, gets past 3, total it's in the back of your net. I absolutely love it.
Hit him with the GTS. We'll get to see more plays like that today.
I'm only drinking the tea because what I really want is, you know, a Dr. Pepper, but it feels like when you're sick, you're not allowed to. But if I finish the tea, then of course I'm allowed to, right, chat?
Team to Fort Worth before we turn off the broadcast here. So these are
Emergency
the
is
teams,
just a Timu multivitamin that is mostly sugar. I wanted to meet the dude with the normal immune system just chugging a daily emergency glass. Yeah.
We would say these are the top two squads.
You gotta think
the tournament, but
that person's a little bit
from the rest. How far are they apart from each other? Kind of, how would you compare BS Plus and Nova Drift?
Did anyone's parents ever give you 7-Up when you were sick?
Numbers, then, I reckon,
were you stomach sick? Because I know like fizzy drinks and stuff and can like settle my wife's stomach. I don't really get too stomach sick too often.
And also OCE, it's one of those regions where a couple of teams at the top will be taking a lot of the plaudits, but there's a huge amount of effort going in just below that, right on the
I feel like soda is just so rough for a sore throat.
Nova
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, dude.
Getting those consistent
Your parents gave you Dino Nuggies?
That's obviously just not enough to get them through.
7-Up and chicken noodle soup.
I'd also like to,
boom, cured, just like that.
Just shout out a team that I think might be potentially.
The fun thing about being sick when you are a parent is it's just like no.
Of going and making
you're like, can I be sick? And they're like, no.
To start off with, they're against
you can't. You want to rest on the couch or something? Nope.
I'd put them in second, Nova Drift, but I think there's definitely a good
nope
that could be going for upsets.
I mean, you told me you got a team with Brad and Drops on it in South America.
Drink
like,
Dr. T, it's just Mr. T branded Dr. Pepper.
Who
Who won instant yesterday? Just so you guys know, I can't. I don't think I can run Contexto in the Rocket League chat. So we were all just doing a bit. I hope you guys realize that. When I said clappy, it wasn't because someone got it. We were just.
During the league play, it feels like these teams have been trading back and forth some wins here. I think there's a better chance with what Stumpy was saying earlier about like they haven't consolidated talent on a few teams where there's like a good star on kind of every team today. I think we're in for a good competition.
Oh, 100%. South America, I think Stumpy said it best. This is one of those regions where everybody at some point has had a turn on one of like the top teams in South America. So we've seen everybody have a turn. Now they've all separated themselves out a little bit.
Chat, why? This is your fault.
Kind of evened the.
Why didn't you tell me he was there?
So it's a matter about finding out who you get to
He was. Oh no! I'm sorry, bud.
I was gonna say quickly.
He was sitting back there,
all of these players,
and I just rolled over him.
We mentioned Brad, Drops, KV1, Knight, Drafinio. I'm confident that on every single team,
we're not snitches. It's not a problem if he's back there. I did not
Secret or Furia. On one of these teams, that is just a consistent thing. Card is then on Twitter. Like there is somebody from all of these different teams that has managed to play. So the pedigree is huge, and I really am surprised we've not seen a consolidation under one banner here. But it means that Sam is very wide open.
I think what I'm hearing you say is that Furia, Secret, MIBR have tried to do that over the course of the past year. They tried to build a super team over and over again, and all these players have been in contention here.
Marvel's line Mets.
So let's start moving things forward here a little bit. Folks, if you got family and friends at home that you want to get involved with watching,
I have none of those.
If you feel like I wish I could just see a more
at least none that want to watch the game.
Of the gameplay that's happening.
They only want to watch me.
RLCS Crowdcamp, twitch.tv/RLesports. It's the sideline viewing experience, different. Something more relaxing way to watch Rocket League and maybe a little more familiar to this traditional sports viewing experience. A great way to introduce people to Rocket League. Here is today's schedule, folks. We've got 2 quarterfinal matches, 2 semifinal matches, and then the one that matters the most. Which team goes forward to Fort Worth will be decided in the grand finals. Let's start talking about the first matchup of the day. Begoja is taking on Disaster Class here.
Chat, if we were to get to 100 in the next like 30 seconds, we could run it. Oh, Kalenko, leave the gifted sub, by the way.
Class here, so a bit of a grudge match for Leo. We'll see if he can rally up with Drops and Brad Stumpy to get the win. This is a win and in, lose and out match. It's also worth mentioning that Leo and the team operated during the regular season.
They were very consistent. 2 top 4s, they got 1 top 8. Leo gets removed, gets put onto Disaster Class instead, but again, you can see 2.
Are Zen and Nupo playing today? Anything could happen, I guess. Anything could happen.
Only actually got knocked out of tournaments by either
Fear emote I've never used. Wait, chat. I exported some data on my chat in the past year. And then I pulled down the 7 TV emotes that the chat has. And I got stats on how much each is used.
This team, right? You can definitely see like the kind of layer of rosters, but even when you look at the highlights, right? Knight was
There was a clear winner.
had such a big time goal. It does feel like, you know, being able to get some space.
Exclamation point play.
Masterclass, I mean, they can really shake things
The ones
up.
you'd expect, we were second and third.
You look at both these rosters, you look at the level of landing speed.
But the real thing that I want to let you know about my research is it said one of the 1,000 emotes was never typed in chat. I'll be honest, I thought it'd be higher. I cannot believe that 999 of them have been typed. But one of them hasn't. And it told me which one. So I know which one. If you get it here today, I will tell you that you are the only one to use that. Osaf Slam, that is pretty good. We probably do need Osaf Slam. The thing is, normally you add one, like Osaf Slam, and instantly someone uses it right away. Which, like, you know, you're set right there. Chat, only 77, and they're gonna get started here soon. We need to get to 100 if we want to run it before the match. Emote adding needs to include a removal idea alongside it. I think what I'll do is I'll use the stats to eliminate like a ton. What if I just eliminated the bottom 500 used emotes? KTP Rise. Thank you for the Prime, the brand new Prime with that. All right, we have 81 players. I'm getting the sense that we're gonna have to go on the next round.
Drew on your screen here. One of the veterans of the South American region, been competing since 2019. That's 7 years ago. That he's been.
You had to come back to sub. It's been a minute. Great to have you here.
Teams like Furia, teams like Secret. He's been on crew.
Great to get that Prime.
Been all around his head. There's been in many of the world championships in the past.
You guys just want to run it with 82?
Lots of
You want to run a race with 82 marbles? Fine.
big land win. Plenty of experience though, Stumpy. Getting the online victory. Many South American.
Don't say I never do anything for you. Fat32, thank you for the tier 1. Switching your Prime or gift to a tier 1. Appreciate you, gamer. There's a good chance that the game will start in the middle of this race. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, well, chat, let us know who you think is going to win in the Birds of Fan vote. Switch your pick.
Back in assist does not look like your race, dude. It's looking like there will be Bears' race potentially. Kid Slice, Bulldozer Stevie, Stockdale A, Birenti, Big C 99. Oh my goodness, Bulldozer Stevie getting launched forward. Hep Siegel? Wait, do you win this one by getting launched into a shortcut? It seems like you probably do. East Coast Killa, Stitch Bay, Goldex. Can Goldex land in? Ooh, landed in but then fell out. East Coast Killa though is just way ahead. But his momentum is not going the right way, which actually could end up hurting him here. Because even though he's way ahead, it took him way too long to get going. East Coast Killer. Just wait for your money shot explosion into the finish line. I think the money shot explosions are done. I think East Coast Killer just won. Mr. Fart Goggle remains the mom. East Coast Killer. I'm hovering the gift sub. Bang. Congratulations, East Coast Killer. Hey, Vacanus, top 10, not bad. Good for you. All right, it sounds like
series in South America
the show match is starting.
today. Disaster
The show
Class
match.
versus Bigoj's to kick off
The match.
Opportunities abound here with a spot at the World Championship on the line. As Daz so eloquently said earlier, if you ain't first, you're last. Our first match of the day here.
Leandrogs?
Brought to you by Progressive as we kick it off.
Yeah, this is going to be a big one to look at.
Leandrogs. So sorry.
Even if they get a win here, you still got to go into
We'll
a
see
tight
you
semifinals.
14 days.
Got big dogs
He said
waiting
last!
in the
Exclamation point, exclamation point,
semifinals.
exclamation point. I'm not sure he knows
Here
his
in
reward
this
for being
matchup as
last.
well. World's veterans, players who have played either in the play-in or in the main event for the World Championship before. Vino is one of them. France's favorite South American player, tongue firmly in cheek. As Bems goes right at drops, this is coming right back in. An opportunity bound now for Disaster Class. But they're going to be back on the defensive
Oh yeah,
end.
he was in he's in YouTube chat
Not to get
anyways.
too aggressive here at the start.
He moved
I
to
do like what
Twitch
I'm seeing
just
out of
to
Leo
get
already. He's had a couple plays
big
where he's
L.
been low boost, still been able to make contact with the ball, just like not let the boost usage kind of get him uncomfortable. But this is the second time now he's had to go back after just being up so close, and you can see what happens. It's giving Bigode some good opportune strikes. You have to be able to clear that up when he's playing third man.
I don't know Sam super well. Who's the favorite?
Vino playing one across,
I would
intercepted by
think
Brad.
that
Bems will give way
Bigo
to Knight
is the
as
favorite.
Bigotes
Drafinho,
try
Bems,
to
Knight.
mount another counter. Here
Seems like a
goes
stronger
Bems
team to me
with
than drops
Rafinha
Brad,
waiting in
Leo. I don't know who
support.
Leo is.
Trying to
Maybe
get a piece
Leo's
of Brad on his
sick
way through.
and up and coming.
Brad's all
Feer, you sound so
over
good
that
on mainstream.
defensively. Leo
Appreciate
will
that,
clear
gamer.
This away and back to the drawing board goes Bigoje.
I feel like I get more and more used to it.
Yeah, but it's a little bit of room of pressure here. Things starting to get a little bit physical.
Having done 1v1 with James helped.
You have to be
And
very
commentating with him.
careful
Gibbs
not
is
to
really easy to
necessarily,
commentate
like I said, overexert
with.
yourself.
He's
So
like
far,
he's a
though,
stats
only
guy. He
one
always
shot,
comes prepared. He's got
and
every
it's
stat
been Knight.
in the book available to
Sitting
him.
at 18 here. The first couple minutes have just been a stalemate in possession changes.
Nearly 2 weeks separating these teams from their previous games.
I did see you in TV.
Brad
Does
put
that
on
count
the
as being on
brakes,
TV,
trying
chat?
to get Knight to jump past him. Leo to set it up for drops. Bems is there. Can Brad get up with little boost? He can, but he's got nothing else to play with here. As Leo actually misses the midfield boost and will concede that tonight. And see if that comes back to hot.
You heard that
Disaster
bulge
Class
hunk from
as
AZ
they
was
go
easy to
on the
cast
back
with?
foot now. And
Says
Knight
who? Either
able to
Gibbs
pick
or
this up
James
at
Bot would be the only
midfield.
ones who could say that.
Looking to go around
I only
Leo.
did 2
Drops
matches
jumping
yesterday.
in to save the day. Grafinho over to Knight and Brad.
You're getting
comes
closer and
across
closer to
for another
casting the threes
stop.
regional, dude. That'd be nice, man.
Close strikes.
It'd be
Bigode's
nice
getting
to.
closer and
It'd be
closer to the goal.
mean less watch
So
parties
far,
though, chat.
Disaster Class have been putting up a strong fight, but they have
But
not
they
necessarily
pay
been able to
better.
generate
Sorry,
much
guys.
offense. They have to change that narrative.
It was nice seeing you on the Rocket League channel yesterday. Hey, it was great seeing
Nice
you
second
see me.
touch to try and force the defense into a mistake, and Brad's having absolutely none of it. That's a good win though by drops.
Yeah, Drafinho's
Coming
KBM, you can
across
tell
the
by
midfield,
his
trying to catch Bigoje's napping
stance.
as Bems
He
will
gets
have
to
sweep that out.
Sit,
Rafinho's
Giga
there,
Chad,
but so too is
arms
Drops.
out, chest out,
Drops got
whereas
both
every other
boost
gamer's
and
like,
ball from the
oh,
line. And so this
hope I
attack
can
from
score a
Bigoje
flip
shouldn't
reset.
have a lot of teeth to it, but now Grafinho's got boost. So too does Bems. He used it all to run up on that shot and still denied out at midfield. And Disaster
whereas
Class
Sleesbury's
shut the
been,
door again.
he quit his job he didn't like, and maybe he's like enjoying life instead of sitting in chat.
And now it's scramble stations now for Disaster Class, as it certainly has
He
not
just
been
looked up
a
Ascension
masterclass on the
Protocol and
offensive
Google
end.
AI name
No
dropped
shots
me.
on
Said
target.
Vackinus was a
lot
big
of
sponsor or
rebounds,
something.
including that save there by Leo.
And he got the 50 win, and he's going to get the corner. That's exactly what you wanted from Leo in that moment. But still, though, because he gets a little too aggressive when he's in that third man position, and he's had to barrel back, giving the offense a lot of space to create. You cannot do that here in this stage. It's been a tough game 1 for Disaster Class. They've got no shots on the board as we enter the final minute.
The,
Leo looking to get the first one.
Ooh,
All you
Leo.
need is one shot,
The
one
one
goal,
player I
and
have not heard of, I'll be
Leo
honest.
gives Disaster Class
Whoa,
a
the
late
tilt
lead in the
on the
last
angle?
minute.
What is
That's
this
why they
camera
call it
work?
Disaster Class, Stacks, because I'm telling you, it looked like it was a disaster, and you know what? that's exactly where they look comfortable. I certainly hope they don't plan on playing the rest of the series that way. These final minutes, though, still looking a little shaky, but they're able to get out and get some room.
That was great by Drops.
I think that's Leodican.
That little scramble in front off the kickoff.
Is it bad that that doesn't help me?
Himself in position, guessed right, managed to hang around long enough to prevent any follow-up. And they hold this lead now for the final 30. Here comes Bigojes again. M's for Knight. Graffinho, he's got all the boosts in the world. Knight going after Leo, but nobody was taking the shot.
Oh, is he Leo?
A little miscommunication is going to cost them precious seconds and an
That
opportunity.
feels like that makes a lot of
wayside.
sense.
Knight now with Drops and Brad to beat. Cut past one. Drops with the stop. Leo alone in the net, and Knight knocked him out of the way for Bems to score the equalizer.
Unlucky.
What a bump. Leo was going for the squishy save. Knight saw it, just landed.
What a bump. What a bump.
Bim's
Are
shot
any of the
was also
unused
placed
emotes
perfectly, too. Placed it right
and
behind
Knuckles
Knight so Knight could
minus,
get the
minus,
bump.
minus,
Excellent
tier
play
1,
to tie
first
up
time
this game.
dench, dies of
7
lag.
saves in just
I'm a
under 5
loser.
minutes. They
Yeah, that's what I
needed
would have
an eighth.
did. Pepe laugh.
Instead,
Nope.
overtime is looming
You have
unless
not
Brad
found the
can break
unused
their
emote.
hearts. Leo's got it on the side, lob it at the backboard. It's going to come off cleanly from the backboard. Drops there just a little bit behind Graffinho's touch. Now Brad, indirect for himself. Bems will shut it down.
I can't believe there was
Leo
only
keeps
one
it
that was not
alive.
used.
Drops for the win,
But
and
surely
he
there's
couldn't
so
get the
many of these that have
read.
never been used, but
Overtime in game 1. Both teams striking in the final minute. Now, as we get into this overtime, feels like everybody's warmed up and ready to go, but it's really based on who can be consistent. Disaster Class has struggled with keeping the ball in the offensive half, and sometimes they're especially prone to counterattacks.
it's probably the closest we've ever seen to a team being Team DSC. There's a world in which they take the eye out of that.
Brad,
Ooh,
does he have enough for the double? No, and Knight just gets there ahead of Leo.
it's not the one that you
To keep
paid
this
enough to
one
type yourself
knotted up
to
in
try and get it
OT.
removed.
Bems, great win. Is the bank open? Graffinho's
Ooh.
there. Far down and in for the win.
Wanted to believe for the disaster classes, but
reads the play so well and is just able to get
that is a tough read.
perfect shot
Can you please lower the bar for Fear
through
versus Johnny
game
after that commentary?
one
Nope.
by Big OJ's and stats. That's a good way to kind of start
Nope,
the
it's
series,
not a
right? You
cartridge of the
battle back
1996
down
platform
first-
game, Super
first
Mario
goal,
64
final
on the
minute
Nintendo
left, you need
64 home
something,
video
you're
game
able to score your first
console.
OT, and then in
Dan
OT,
is in, even at 19
finally get
months.
that second one, especially after just having all the pressure that they had. In
No,
that
dude,
first game.
Cokebert is used all the time
Leo with
by
an inspired game, though,
Koi.
for Disaster Class. Again,
It's probably something with a
all that
random string of
defense
letters and numbers
basically
separated
being used
by an
as
underscore that no one can
target
commit to
practice
memory.
on the other end.
No, any of the
Final
DSC
minute,
or
he
underscore
gets the
ones
goal
are
that
all,
could have sunk
of course, used
his former
instantly.
teammates in game 1. Instead, Graffinho and Bems bring it back. Knight plays a huge role in it as well. An assist and the bump to open up the net on the equalizer. Graffinho, the veteran, dropping one.
Warden
in
next
just
showmatch? Dude,
under the
chat's
bar
excited about
in
Warden.
OT
I like
as
it.
well, and we have a
we'll try and get
wild
Warden again
shootout.
next
I
week. I don't know if you've seen the ones
2-1,
that we
but
did
a wild affair
last
to start
stream that
things
haven't gone to
off.
YouTube yet, but
Yeah,
you played two more.
Yeah,
ABAC
if you
came in
look
the
at
19 months
Disaster Class
prime.
only had 3 shot stacks, so they really
I
didn't have.
realized that, which
You know,
is crazy.
Who won
The
Warden
shootout
versus
was very
Bibaga?
one-sided.
I guess I just have to watch it on
And
Monday
I think that
when I put it
you
on
look
YouTube.
At this, that's going to be the big
They've been
difference
19
maker,
months,
how well can
back.
Disaster Class manage to space and
Did
kinda
Rage Bait get
control
removed?
Their level of play. Like I,
I
said,
guess
getting
so.
caught
That's
out
supposed to
for
be an
being too
emote?
far forward on offense seemed to hurt them a lot. I think if they can make some adjustments there, keep the pressure is good because they can't welcome.
Has
the
anyone told you how
counterattack.
beautiful you look today?
Counterattack is where they look
I
the
hope I
weakest.
feel much more
They
beautiful
have
on the
to be able
outside
to
than
clean that up
I feel on the
defensively
inside.
and give themselves more room to work with throughout the field.
Well, Brad put into an awkward spot on this opening kickoff. It's more defense on the part of Disaster Class as Knight hits the post. Graffinho chips it in. 11 seconds into game 2, and Bigojes are off to the races.
At Knight, it's that first shot from
The
Knight
Go
that comes
Days?
through.
How do you say that name?
It hits the post and bounces out. It's so hard to read as a defender, but for Graffinho, it was so far back, he was able to line up the perfect follow-up shot through the confusion.
10 seconds off? We're behind? Is that what you're trying to tell me? If I refresh, are we going to jump into the future? It said 440.
Graffinho doing
Now
all
we
he
go for
can.
2 seconds in the future.
Actually kind of played that away from the oncoming Bems. Leo now drops
Redosin plays Sunday.
right at Bems, though, on
Oh,
the
it's
shot
almost
from Drops.
14:39. Ah,
He's
yes,
gonna
yes,
want
yes,
that one
yes,
back
yes.
from that position.
I
Made him feel
obviously
like he
should have been looking for
scored
that.
there.
Yeah, look at Jafino trying to keep it close. Lines up to 50. That's a high ball.
Even worse, I
Knight
think I refreshed
trying
it
to
and
go
we
get it.
jumped over 1439. We went from 440
wants
to
get his team out. Bims keeps it in.
338.
Bims again, looking for Jafino.
or 4,
Oh,
you know
cut
what I
out
mean,
from
440
Brad.
to 438.
Good bump there. Now Brad plays it past 1. Can Brad get it past 2? Still, he opts to take the corner and wants to get out. Drops, keeps the pressure up. Brad here to try to get
Jump
the
over
middle
this.
again. That's more
That'll
of what
be
they
easy.
need, though. And the clears come through. Somebody to keep the ball back in play. But only for a certain amount of time. Jafino's shot's going to be blocked out by Drops.
Brad's got to get onto this one. Right to Leo off the backboard. Oh, he still got the dunk on Knight. Didn't think Knight was going to get to that ball, but he did just barely, and maybe it was just enough. As Brad has an open net. No, Drafinho comes in after the demo on Knight. Drafinho has been clutch defensively here for Begojes as he comes back from midfield, sends that ball out to the wing, and another clearance to get rid of danger. And now Begojes back on the attack.
Begojes?
Double their lead in game 2.
I can't tell if you guys are dropping random emotes we don't see very often to see if
Set this up. Brad doesn't have a lot of
it's
moves.
one of the
Actually
ones
doesn't even make contact
that has
there.
never been used.
Might be able to stay
But
in
Bat
play.
Fear is not it. I think
Actually
any
doesn't.
emo in the
Drops
recent,
just drop out, so Leo has to
I don't know
cut
when
in.
this one got added,
Drops, looking for a
but you
bump.
gotta
Leo
think
looking for a shot. Knight.
it wasn't recent.
Good
Everyone
move to stop it.
always
This is a
uses the
lot
emote
more
like at
offense
least
than
once
we've
after it gets
seen
added.
from Disaster class.
So it has
So
to be like
far
super
in
old, I
game
would
2,
think.
they're out shooting Begojes,
My guess is
but
it was also
still,
used right when it was
Begojes
added,
with
but it was
so
added
much
like over a year ago. Because I think
pressure,
I only
it's
have
been just so
a
tough
little
to get
over a
past.
year of the chat history.
Quick landing by Drops there. Allowed him to
Just want to say I
stay
love your
with
commentary
that
during the
play
media stream.
defensively.
Thank you.
Now
Appreciate that.
Bems to the back wall. Leo's there to meet him. Needs another. He's got Drops running downfield, but that goes over both Knight and Drops. As Drafinho trying to play around Brad, he's done so, and that ball well
The
downfield.
most,
Just intercepted by Leo, and now
I think the
both teams kind of
second
settling into a
most
pattern here,
used
waiting for
emote,
someone to blink. Knight running
which you
interference
may or may
again.
not
He's
surprise
been
you, I think was
outstanding
O.
on the other half of the
I
field,
think
but he comes
O had
up empty
already
on that
surpassed
ball.
DSC
Drafinho gets knocked
because
back.
it's just
Speaking of,
so
he's
easy
still
to
getting
type
pinballed around here
and
by
so easy to
Leo.
spam, but also had
And now
more
Bems will
unique
take over.
viewers
Second touch to dump
because
this
so
in,
many
and
new people
Drafinho
can just so easily join in, I think.
swipe, Brad
DSC
out
was
of the
like
way,
close or had
and
maybe even
just
more,
barely grazed
but it was
him.
from a smaller subset of people who are just
With the pressure.
higher spammers.
A little high pop from Brad and
But all of them weren't even close to
Yeah,
exclamation point
again,
play, which
Drops almost able to
is
come through for the
farms.
shot. This is good pressure that you want to see from Disaster Class here. If they can keep this kind of rotation going, almost a chance for a shot. Good block out there from Knight. Begojes desperately clearing it away.
Uh-oh.
But still awkward too. Leo almost was able to make contact there. It's just been chaos
Cultural
up and down the
icon.
field.
By the narrowest of margins. As Bems blocked by Drops. He also stopped Knight. Ball still in a dangerous spot as Brad has to sweep it away. Brad has been phenomenal defensively for Disaster Class. Has really kept them in this.
If you see
as
Q in another
Drafinho
channel,
comes from
well,
inside the goal. Now
how many
it's
channels
Leo,
have it? You can
flip
click and see
reset
who has it.
available. Runs into Knight.
See if it's
Brad
caught
there to
on.
dump it in
Nope.
further, and he'll
Just
let
me and
this one
Jorgen.
come back down to Drops, but he's almost let that ball get away. Kind of threw off Knight for a moment. Leo's got a golden opportunity to set up Brad, but that's cleared away by Bems. And a huge defensive stop again from Begojes, who have been tested, unlike in game 1.
And now they're just trying to keep this ball in the orange half, run out the clock. Leo tries to clear downfield, but
Does
see Brad just get
Wikipedia
demoed.
have
He's
the
gotta take it
play-in
himself.
seeds now?
If
Because
have
they
it in 'em to get another
showed
late
it on
game
stream
goal,
yesterday.
30 seconds. You need to make something happen here. Good little skim touch.
Okay,
from
they
Brad,
do.
but again, defense is there. Looking for the
So
mid-pass.
Sam,
That's also
LCQ
cut out.
plays
It has just
Virtus
been almost
Pro.
impossible for
And
Disaster
then they'll have to
Class
play the
really
EU
get
LCQ,
anything going
so
here.
they'll probably
They
lose
need
to
make
them.
something happen soon.
But they could probably beat Virtus Pro.
Bems out to the corner. Now they're in the shell. Begojes trying to hang on, and they won't. It's Leo with another clutch goal.
And if you look at Begojes, they're all sitting on that right side. Brad sees a
Bang.
lane, immediately gives it to
Leo
Leo.
guy seems kinda good.
Perfect placement. He could not be a second later. It would have been saved. Great clutch
What
shot
is Q
from
without
Leo,
A?
and Disaster Class still in this one.
Is there an A emote?
Leo in the final 60 seconds of a game might be the best player in the tournament. Time will tell. Brad for Leo. Off the corner, and it comes out too low. Boy, I would have loved to see.
Hi, Feer, you're going to be doing any more LCS broadcasts? Guys, that very likely could be my very last broadcast of all time.
Better watch out for Drafinho in overtime.
It has a high
Might get a little
candidacy.
taste of what happened
Assuming
in
they don't
game one.
hire me again
That
next
being
year or
said,
something.
Disaster class.
It is my last of the
Still needs
year.
to work through
I hope
this,
not.
keep that momentum going. They're getting beat by Knight all the way up the field. This is a
Hopefully they
powerful
hire me
spot to
more,
be
but
in. They finally get out.
that could have been my very last one.
Very little boost, but still made his presence felt. Able to touch that back to Leo, but now Drafinho with Knight. Oh, threatening to run interference. He put the brakes on and really threw off the
Could I
defense.
demolish
Such a
the
great
bottom
defensive
500
stand
emotes?
by Disaster Class, not
Dude,
to
do you want to
concede
abolish the
early
bottom
in OT
500?
again. Now Leo
I can look and
has that
see.
50 go out in front, but Drafinho's there. And
Let me talk to my top employee.
does well to stay back. Will it be Drafinho again in OT? There's no boost for him there at midfield, so he has to retreat. And Leo's got to be careful. He'll guide it back to Brad.
My guess is it's going to give me a list of 500 and I'd have to go through and click remove, which I don't want to do. But if there is some API that I can interact with to say, take this off of my emote set,
But a costly miss for sure.
then I might.
Brad around the boards again. Look at his center, and Bems does just enough to keep it out to the corner again. Gonna charge that as well, and he does, cutting out Leo's angle.
Yeah, but they're able to get the ball back. Now they have a little bit of room to work with here. You can see them taking their time, trying to pass it upfield, but Leo gives the ball away there. Knight doesn't have enough boost to make anything work here, so Brad can just play it to that side wall. Makes it hard for the offense to work there on the side of the Gojas. But look, a clean breakaway for Leo. He's flipping though, doesn't have enough boost, has to play it for the pass. But Drafinho there to knock it away. Back and forth counterattacks between these two teams right now in overtime.
Drafinho not trying to do too much there. Try to beat one defender and leave it off for somebody else. Now drops. That last touch falls right to Drafinho. Now drops shot, gonna be well wide. And Bems unable to stop Leo. It's Brad again.
Okay, chat,
Second touch.
my top employee is telling me I can do it.
Enough, but
And
still
explaining to
Bems
me
in
how.
the way, and Knight will go around Drafinho to play this further on, and still swatted out by Brad. It's all that effort, and it's all for naught, because once again they run into Brad. Double demo and still nothing.
I mean, it just has to do when you're on the ball there. He needs to play at a high and like really just, he plays a high, plays for the 50. He tried to get it over him, couldn't do that. And Leo doesn't make contact there, was looking for the skim opportunity, won't find it. Leo low boost, wants to pass to Brad. Brad has to work around it, can get a double, but again, Leo low boost at third man, he can't commit there. So now they got to go all the way back. Disaster Class has to try to work through this Magoje's defense, but Drafinho maybe trying to call the game here. No, cannot get that one through.
It was
That's what they
Drafinho,
meant.
36
Okay.
seconds into overtime in game one. Nearly Knight, 3 minutes plus in game two. But we play on as Drops
This overtime
takes
is
over.
going to
Leo will have
conveniently
the midfield
take as
boost
long as it
behind
takes for
him.
me to do
Get
this.
Drops, hit him with a pass. No, he cannot, as Bems is in the way. Brad King coming across, and Drafinho just booms the ball away again. And everybody will live to fight another attack.
Got a good first touch from Knight. That should be a free ball for Brad, and it is. See Leo, heavy touch. That's going to be a free shot. It is saved out, but you don't want to be able to give. You don't want to give those up at all. Now low boost here is Disaster Class. This is not where you want to be. Brad can't even jump. They're trying to drop it down. They probably should have put a shot on it from Knight. Kind of overdid it there. Didn't really know that Disaster Class is this low on boost. They're trying for the net time and time again, but they've been coming up empty.
They're so low boost. They're all just packed in like sardines. Now Brad at least has some boost, but that won't serve him any good. It's Drafinho again.
Let me watch the goal.
Drafinho, another overtime goal. Brad again. This 50 from Bims sets him up with a lane, and it's a
What a shot.
perfect shot right past two defenders. Drafinho, another overtime winner, and they are 2 games
Guys,
away.
just so you know, it's
Moving
probably
on to
also
semifinals.
too late to type any emotes to get them out of the bottom 500. Wait, so it's going to remove the one never used? I'll let you guys know which one was the one that was never used.
In game two, as great as Leo's been in the clutch for Disaster Class late in regulation, Rafinha has been the Grim Reaper for the first couple of games on the side of Bagojes. 896 in game 2 off the back of just 2 for 3 shooting. It's the 5 saves that put in some work there for Rafinha.
Big 5 saves. Saves can count for a lot, Stacks.
They sure do. So drops his 7 out of the team's 9.
Yeah, it's a big factor there. So there's a part of me that does feel like we may need to start adjusting the save values, the way the game is starting to be played these days. That being said, though, I'm sure he does. But the impact is felt regardless, though, from Rafinha. Big time goals, and you can see it in his cam as well. He's hungry. It's going to be a long day, but Rafinha's a player that's ready for it. Now they have to close out this series.
Have you ever waxed your head? No.
Take a timeout.
It's definitely leave me alone. Nope. Leave me alone might get removed because it might be in the bottom 500.
Going into DF8 Stadium, keeping that timeout in their back pocket. Hey,
but it is not the one that's never been used. I still haven't seen that one today.
I mean,
if you can believe it or not, it's just like a boring emote that no one would ever use. Is that surprising? You would never use it.
Brad, Drops, and Leo. It is Bems beating Brad to the punch here on the back wall. They scored very early on, did Bagojes in game 2. As Drops will take this from his own back line. And a wide shot that didn't really test Rafinha much at all.
A boring emote that no one would ever use? I don't know why you hate that one so much. I feel like it's very similar to the
again, you want to see again a little bit more kind
the
of
Germany one.
That midfield. What are you doing when you're on the ball? Brad, aggressive to keep it in. Leo wants to stay in the play. He doesn't have a lot of boost. So now Brad, he's not going to be able to do too much here. How do you make your stand if you are disaster class? It starts with scoring early.
It's not a very well-made texture of the DSC 1439 for the DSC game 2.
But if they can get something on the board early, I feel like they'll do a better job.
That one probably will get removed, though, in the bottom 500, I have to imagine. This is going to be a very good, very important, culling of the emotes.
Hunts for Brad, says, Brad, I need you to get out the way. We are going to the semifinals. They are just on a roll. If they keep this up, they're taking this series in a sweep.
Knight has been an imposing physical presence so far in this series. Leo's got over Rafinha, but Bems is easily there. And Rafinha with full boost. And you wonder if they can add
interesting, the 500 least used emote has still been used 165 times.
It's Drops now for Leo.
Kind of a lot, it feels like.
Rafinha is deleted, and Leo
Okay, 1 second. It's saying that I can review it here. It should not remove anything, but it should give me the list maybe of the 500 emotes.
With a demo of his own. Great matching there. The physicality for disaster class. They're back in the game.
I kind of want to type them without putting them in. Oh, interesting. That's the second least used emote. It's only ever been used once?
They've scored 7 goals between them.
Interesting.
Everybody else, just 1. Here's Bems.
Interesting.
Looking now for Rafinha. Why not keep feeding the hot hand?
Wait, it's an entire Shrek movie. Surely that's got to be in the bottom 500. I have a CSV of the bottom 500 right now that it has given me. All right, they're popping off. Sorry.
Are you kidding me? This is insane.
Ooh. Okay, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
You get a skim off the corner and then into the opposite bottom corner.
Ooh, I don't even know.
There's no wonder Bibbs wanted to get
Dude, I don't even know if I believe this. Oh no, never mind. People don't use that.
Well,
interesting.
that whole point about Rafinha and Leo doing all the work. Knight,
some of you have gotten a couple of the really low ones.
A lot of the dirty work, setting up some goals earlier in this series.
That have been used like single-digit times, but it's just not.
To contend with.
Where did it put the CSV?
Knight has Bems running through the middle, but Leo ran
here, right
into
here.
him. And Drops won't get to this ball. It goes all the way across for Leo. He needs one more touch, doesn't have it, as Bems will take it out. Disaster class now.
Dude, that was really only used. I'm not sure how much I trust this.
Now watch the counter. He's got Bems
Oh, probably because everyone did that one. Never mind. Okay, interesting. Sorry, I know I'm not telling any of you. Ooh, a DSC is gonna die. How many DSCs are gonna die?
Bullying drops, and Knight recognizes the perfect place to put the shot.
Dude, there's probably gonna be a lot of DSCs. Wait, let me see. I'm gonna search the CSV, which holds the bottom 529 DSC underscore emotes are gonna be removed. 29. If we do this, 29 of them will be removed.
Some work to do here in these longer series. Brad, he's up ahead of Knight, but Knight, great positioning. He's gonna be on disaster class to really turn up the heat.
We can add him right back. You can suggest him right back, I guess. Ooh, including... Dude, some of these are probably only ever used when we play DSC. You having to remember them, though, will make it hard.
I'm actually surprised he managed to push it out. I thought that was almost a guaranteed goal. It was so well executed up until the final moments.
500 is a lot. All right, let me look at the one we're gonna miss the most. Oh wow, wow, wow! 500 might be too much, dude.
Crashes through, deletes drops.
A lot of wow. Do we chat? Should we do 250?
wants to cut in, but Leo bumps him out the way.
I know you're not looking at the list, but
the defense was there to read
it kind of feels like
great work, especially from Bims in that moment. But here's Leo.
Hey, let me give you an idea. This emote is the 500 emote. This emote would get removed because it is just barely on the bottom half of used emotes.
Scored all of their goals up to this point. Great double. Fems nearly had it, but just
100 till we're full again.
Back within 144.
It does feel like going for 500 half of the emotes feels like maybe too much.
Need some help from drops. This goes actually right.
Should we start with just 100? We could do the bottom 100 and then we could just cycle it out. The reason why that's less fun is because it's less content, dude. The chances of us losing something we like is too low.
This is just pure panic from Disaster Class now.
Can I download the full list?
And he's gonna take the boost from Leo. They have to know he's low boost, but Jafio.
Chat, if we do just the top 100, this emote is safe, so don't worry.
Final 10 seconds, they got possession. Leo, you gotta go. Gets to 50, drops, you can't hesitate. Does get a good win. They want to set up Brad. Bims is awkward. Brad wants to keep it up. Jafio off the sidewall. Leo pops it up high. Drops.
Are they gonna do this? Are they gonna do this?
Looks for a bump. Brad
no.
tries to get the drop down, but it's not enough.
All right, after this series, we're gonna do it, man.
All one-goal victories. This one.
How about we do 143? Is that fair?
What would constitute a massive lead, and it felt like they were quite in charge until the final minute when Disaster Class came
We
alive
nuked the
again,
bottom 143.
too little, too late.
That does mean that this emote is safe, which I would rather we get rid of it. But
Disaster Class's 6 shots on target, but it was this one from Knight that certainly would have got everybody out of their seats had it been at the World Championship. Hey, don't just keep playing like this.
Delete the bottom 439.
Got a tall task ahead of them if they can close the deal here with Disaster Class. But right now,
ooh, that would get rid of this one though.
Right now,
and Koi loves this one. Not that we ever use it, but
ready to get into this game 4.
I don't know, man. They've been 27 months prime.
Did you get word of a timeout, Stacks? I didn't hear anything.
I didn't.
Okay, it looks like they're
nothing from our admin, nothing from production, nothing from anybody anywhere. I believe we're just going right into game 4. So, I mean, you can't take it with you. So that's whatever. I wonder at this point if they even have one in the first place. But players of this caliber, surely they know.
Yeah.
All right, chat.
Use it. Here we go to Utopia.
After
closeout opportunity for Begojes.
This series, the culling of the emotes begins.
Pick off. Gonna be a free ball for drops. Leo's off the ceiling here. There's no
We'll
way.
start with 143.
And work.
The bottom 143.
Maybe even more a chance here again. Leo is having to run back. Meanwhile, yeah, Leo. What was that? You gave the net wide open to him, and Knight just goes through and scores it. It's just kind of, he sees Drafinho.
There's South American Rocket League going on in the background.
He just has a clear lane. He's going to score that every day.
Well, they'd had to play so much defense in the first, especially in the first 2 games. They decided, okay, you know what, game 4, we got to change it up. Now we're going to try not playing defense. That
What if we just pulled them all except for the most used
They
emote?
find themselves behind the 8 ball very, very early on in a game. They must win. 1 of 4 in a row they have
That'd
to
be
win.
only exclamation point play.
Rafinha
Second
from the
place
wing
is O.
delays his
It's not
shot
even
and
close.
drops is there every step of the way.
Third place is DSC 1439. Can you guys guess fourth place? This one surprised me. Fourth and fifth place I wouldn't have necessarily picked.
Keep racking it up, Stacks.
Get the sense if this continues, Trevino's going to score exactly as many goals as he wants. And the remainder of this series,
Still don't see it. Still don't see
is
it.
trying to catch up
W
to
is
him
up
from behind.
is 8.
Trevino stays with it. Calm, cool, and collected.
Aga
5 goals in the
is
series, 2 of them overtime
pretty
winners.
low, actually.
Every single one of them has been
Oh, no,
highly
never mind. It's 10.
impactful.
Aga's
Last
10.
night with a great setup, but nobody there for it.
Lowell is 15.
First touch flip reset. Use the flip to get it mid.
Lowell farmed for a good 2 months. It's true.
Disaster class. Living up to their name. Need
I
something
still don't
to
see anybody
change
using
here.
it.
They want to have a chance in the series. Down by 2.
The reason why here's why. The reason why they're number 4 and number 5 is because they work really well alongside other emotes. They're just like combo emotes.
They've just been able to hold on all the way through. Even when you see disaster class,
Not Wave. Wave is pretty good though. I think Wave is at 22.
Fems to the backboard Knight. I think he tried to score that from there, which is a
There it is. Rave time.
Same place,
Rave
same
time
for the
and
same
wide
ball,
rave time.
That might be a little bit of my turn offense now. What a
I think it's
pass
probably because
out
of
to
boys.
Fems, who gets
Or like the
his
various
second goal of the series.
rave time and wide rave time.
This
is, dude, this series is quite
quite
one-sided.
Straight top corner. Can't give Bims a shot like that. Again, you're
Group
talking
strip
about
is actually,
the level
interestingly,
of
dude, did you
experience
guys spam
on
DSC
the
group
field.
strip a ton?
Everybody
Because
on
group
the
strip
Go.js
is
has
even
world
way
championship
under
contender
DSC
title.
group strip.
They know
And it's probably because you
how
guys
to
use that
make
when we do
the most
boys,
out
right?
of their
You must use
opportunities.
that
They have
plus
dominated
wide
so
rave
far
time.
to start off this Sam LCQ.
Knight gave this a look. Leo will have it boom.
Where
away,
is wide duck
This is
ass?
feeling a lot more like a victory lap. at this
Wait,
point
I don't even see
for
it
the
here.
Go.js.
Oh, wider, that's
Yes, they
why.
have to lock in and defend.
It's
But
315,
it just
so it'll be
seems like
safe.
they
Don't
have
worry.
The entire playbook downloaded from disaster class.
Wide floor pass might not be
Corner again.
safe.
Knight. That's swept across by Leo.
No, it's
but
actually used more.
Nobody has
It's
any
fine.
boost to do anything with it from disaster
I don't know why,
class.
but
Here goes
it
Bems
is
right
used
at
more.
drops. Needs another touch, doesn't have it, but Brad does. Knight out of the play. It's only Bems to beat, but again, they just can't
Where's
connect on
Dongerge?
any kind of meaningful attack. Nobody took out
Dongerge
Bems at the net.
is
There was a
106.
pass. Nobody was there for it. Watch out on the other side. Does Bems have another touch? No, as Brad is there, as he has been most of this series.
What about
He's been
Life,
stalwart at the
Jork, and
back,
Friend?
Baz, but
Who knows? We could lose that
it
one.
just hasn't been enough
Probably
on
not,
the
though, because I
other
feel like I
side of
see
the
it.
field for disaster class.
Yeah, they need 3 with 2 minutes.
Uh-oh.
We've seen them score 3. This
That
whole
one's
series.
gonna be
At least
okay,
in the
but
game.
it's close.
So it's
That's the
been
game. They got 4 in the series.
Release the
total.
files.
Herculean task.
The wide turbo video. The wide turbo video was great.
And the Go.js
Then,
is about
unfortunately,
running the clock down.
GC posted it one
We'll see if they
quadrillion
can get one.
times
It's
and
close, but it's just
milked
not enough.
every
The field says
last,
not a chance.
ounce of what could be
Eventually, you
enjoyable
gotta
out of the.
Throw bodies
GIF.
even further forward. Leave yourself vulnerable to counterattacks like that. Knight trying to get around to redirect that home. This is on target. Drops can do very little with it. Rafinha leaves that for Knight. All the way across now for Leo. Bems is already in the air. Now what can Knight do with this? Is he going to try to set up Trevino? He's lurking behind him. Got the flip reset, but this will fall to Leo. Final minute now. But Go.js closing in on a quarterfinal victory. They've got
This was
waiting in the semis,
this was tough.
but still trying to close the deal here. Bam's looking for one more, maybe for the road.
This was quite one-sided.
Nice chance and yep.
Yep.
Let's just put the nail in the coffin, ladies and gentlemen.
They're just like, can you guys just let the
This
42
has been
seconds
Goje sweep
tick down,
here to
please?
start off LCQ for Sam. And they're looking in excellent form here. I am really impressed, and I'm excited to see what happens in the future here because, again, like we know, they have a long day ahead of them. This is going to be their first of potentially 3. Leo will pick up 1 here, and unless we see some kickoff shenanigans, I don't really smell the comeback.
This is what Nova Drift has to contend with. This big Goje side. Leo, as mentioned, does get 1. He's had 1, I think, in the last minute of all 4 games here. But just not enough.
Don't push my chair back.
A miracle. Drafinho with the double tap. He took Leo's team, and he's going to take his tournament life on the way out.
Nice double right off the kickoff. Able to set it up and knock it down. Drafinho, we're not doing any top plays tomorrow. Tomorrow's NA, okay? But that's surely a highlight. Great goal from Drafinho. As again, we said it, Stacks. They're on the victory lap right now.
Maybe on the play-in montage. We'll see. They've still
This
long road ahead
was
of
a
them,
series.
as impressive as you could look, for sure. You got to play who's in front of you. They got a team that played very defensively.
Why are the drops not
and
appearing?
managed to
They hate
break
you in
down
particular.
all of those defensive barriers. The Gojes are through to the semifinals.
All right, chat. Here is the situation. Okay? It's time to say goodbye to some of our favorite beloved emotes. And by beloved, I mean bottom 143. So did we even really like them when you think about it? Let me pop out the chat here. I believe I have it ready. And they should show up here as I delete them. Let us salute the bottom 143 7TV emotes, assuming this script works. It failed. One second. My 7TV session might have expired. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can still scam this successfully. Oh, wait. Actually, you know what? I think I didn't reboot to get the ENV session. It's probably what I really did wrong. Okay. Let us try once again to say goodbye to everyone's favorite emotes. The bottom 143. It failed again. Let's make sure it can work before we do this again. Why don't we?
Applause beavers are stunned and cannot believe what just happened and interrupt she's rebel in absolute astonishment.
Well, give me a second, chat. Let me talk to my top employee. See why we can't get rid of these emotes. It wants me to get this token. Oh, am I looking at the wrong one? Huh. I wonder. I wonder if I need this one. Let's try this again. I bet you this token is different. And it could be the one we need. That token looks exactly the same.
Your top employee isn't very good for should probably call them along with these 143 emotes. Cardiac arrest. Along with these 140 very good or
Did it remove one?
Wait,
I changed the token? I changed the token? Did it remove one? Wait, I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? Wait. I still see it. Okay, let me refresh this. Someone did use it. That, by the way, that was the one no one had used. Squidward, please. Put it back in. You need it back in? Okay, now... How do I tell the AI to stop, dude? I don't know if I want it to undo everything it's done. Keep this. Delete these. Okay, I think we're ready to actually say goodbye to our bottom 143 emotes. I'm hoping when I do this, it's gonna show me removing them here. Trying to add Squidward please back. You already want it back. They're going. They're getting removed. They're not all showing up on my screen. 4 have been removed. Oh, here they go. Here they go. Not streaking. Dude, not all of them are showing up as removed on my 7TV right here. We've lost 10 so far. You guys are typing them as they get taken away. There's the first DSC. The binary DSC got removed. I don't know if I can show you guys safely my console that is deleting them all, because I think there's some very high likelihood I leak tokens or whatever. But yeah, as you can see, I'm removing them, but I've removed 19 so far, and like 3 of them has shown up as removed. So we're all probably getting a different set of which ones have been removed. Last time, Jorker, gone. I'll just read them out. L Cumped, by the way, removed. Wicked Steer. Blinking. Partner. DSC B10110001111111. Online. Enhance. He's Pepega. Last time, Jorker. Lil Dan's. People. Wow. Touch Grass. Coin Time. Dr. Pepper. I'm a Loser. Wafflin. And Knuckles. Feels Lagman. Offline. BMW. First time working. Oh, dude. Sad days. Sad days that we have to remove first time working, but maybe it'll find its way back on the second 9 to 5-a-thon. That'll never happen. Gulp. Feels Batman. Mod, by the way. All these emotes that feel good, but no one ever used. Glorp. Weed. Wide. Peepo Happy. Maj. Apparently not used enough. Oh, no. Oh, here's tough. Some of these are added recently. Oh, no is just not up there because it was recently added. Cereal. Corns Up. Danzy. Oh, that's kind of a fun one. Mr. Worldwide. People Pondering Eternity. I'll have you guys know these are statistically verified, not used. Oh, Rawas. Tough one to lose. 2003 Volkswagen Golf GTI. The entire Shrek movie is in fact gone. How much you guys used that today probably would have helped, but I don't think today was in the stats. People USA. There need to be more rules than just least used. I mean, the reality is the least used is just the ones we don't use. It's the ones we should get rid of. We could do the least amount of unique users, so one person can't spam. Let him corn, friend, flag 1439. Mission accomplished. An O! More is lost. We lost an O. We've lost some DSEs. We lose Glorp Jam. Flag 1439. Gone. You guys can see it right here, but if I refresh this, it should be gone now. Yeah, chat is just typing it. Wishing. Is fist bump question mark safe? Well, for in our chat, it's just FF. Wait, emote set update. Which ones are these? Bedge together. Ball kisser. Keep gambling. Peepo Brazil. Unretweet. My existing is nothing but a grain of sand compared to the entire scale of the universe. Dude, a lot of these probably feels like we use them, but we just verifiably, statistically do not. First time Aboba, Rupert's, Bull Chillin', Fear Pog. There's the keep gambling. It's so late. It's so delayed. Decoration 1439. We just lost another 1439. DSC 511. What are these? Oh, DSC 511 is TRK? That's a good one we just lost. Why is it DSC 511? It could be TRK 1439. Do we have it as both? I mean, I know he's got 511. Go back, go back. You guys can add ones if you saw a good one you like. You can add to have it back. Me? That guy's fun, but I've never seen him used. Run DSC? Wait, what is Run DSC? Oh! As fun as it is, no one was using it. Peepo Cheer. Decoration 1439. First time Dench. FRSC 1439. FRSC 1439. Oh, again, dude. This is going to be really hard if we play DSC Guesser and these are removed. Maybe what I should have done. Oh, Jupajeg is taken out. I liked that one, but clearly no one was using it. We have 12 left to remove. Keep being mean? Wait, I liked it when people said keep being mean. Washington DSC? Yeah, that's what I would have did. DS Pog? DSC underworking? Dude, we lost a lot of DSCs. How many do we have? Let him cook? Wait. Gone. And finally, Wet did get removed because I ended up doing 143 again, even though I already removed Squidward Please. Smokey Goya, thank you for the 5 months tier 1. Say goodbye. That was fun. Do 100 more. We have 143 slots now.
Versus Fuchos here, going to be taking on each other in a best of 7. Both these teams making changes.
Now kill the bottom 100 chatters. It'll just be people who type exclamation point play one time.
This is what we expected every region to be doing.
You're surprised how much corn survived?
Throwing something at the wall, seeing what sticks, trying with a last-ditch effort to make it to Worlds.
Yeah, talk about throwing something at the wall. Like, what is that? Did I just see Sosa on the screen?
You sure did.
Bendy, they with the 14 months tier 1.
Sosa and Royales. Honestly, I like it. I
do.
the team. I do feel
Damn,
like this
see.
is potential. Like,
What is
if
this
you had-
angle?
It looks
Oh,
like
'cause
Vada
he's
and Royales are
pulled
in the same
away.
room. Back to back.
Oh,
I think. Is
Yeah,
that
they-
no? Oh no,
yeah,
they're
the squad.
all. They might all be.
Yeah, I
in the
think
same
they're all
They're
room.
boot camping.
Oh yeah, I like that. So again, you know, they're doing what they need to do for plot twists to kind of get things going.
But it's so
I'm
dark.
excited to see because again, there's a lot of good players on this plot twist side.
Do we bring back the DSCs we lost?
LCQ, I
And
think
the
they definitely
O's?
have a chance to really make things shake.
You can. Are you going to use them next time, or are they just going to
Win the match
get cold away in the next 143 coal?
I mean, they
Once we fill
blasted
up.
Twitter to get here, shut them out in 2 games, 4-0.
Is Squidward please back?
qualify for this quarterfinal. Struggled a
no,
little bit in the
I
group
just haven't
stage
refreshed.
to get this far, but on the other side of things, Fucho's had
Squidward's
their hands
please
full
was
with Nova
the
Drift in that
only
upper
emote in our
bracket when it came to the
1,000
group stage, though.
that
They
hadn't been
were
used.
dropping games in both
Oh yeah, you
series,
guys
haven't
are
gotten a sweep
using
yet.
my
Both teams have had a long time
underneath
to prepare
camera.
since then,
I'm
though. It's
refreshing
been
it
a
right
few
now.
weeks, and now new
They're
opportunities.
truly
here,
gone.
And this one for all the marble stacks.
Yeah.
DSC
and
511
again,
is,
this
is
so
probably
much
one of the better
different
emotes.
from what you
Now we can
experienced
actually add
during the
Osop
regular
Slam though,
season,
so is it
right,
worth
where,
it?
Okay, you get to this point, you're playing in the top 6. All right. We
This
got
is
some
what we did
points
it
out of
for.
this, we can feel good about this. You
So
know,
we could have
we're okay
Osop
with the prize
Slam.
pool and all that. There's only one thing you're playing for here, and so you know, for these teams that start down here with that extra match to play, it just feels like such a longer road because there is no consolation prize. There is no, all right, we'll get them next time. Next time is next year at this point. So there is a lot of pressure, whether the players will admit it or not. They're going to be feeling it once we get into this.
Chat, let us know who you think is going to win the progressive fan vote. Hashtag PT.
Who has the most aura as a caster?
Hashtag FO.
Probably the only one with a
I mean, if we're trying to like break
DSC.
down these teams with the players we do know. I mean, obviously there are players on these teams, especially for plot twists, I think we're maybe more familiar with than Fafuchos. What are kind of the big moving pieces in this matchup? The players to keep an eye on.
All right, guys. Here's my plot twist keys of success.
Okay.
Imagine.
If you've only been using OGOG
I
recently,
mean,
I feel like
we
it was
do
somewhat
look at plot
added
twists,
somewhat
you're right.
recently.
I think the only name I really recognize.
Did
is
Up Close
Fuchos
Beaver
from that
survive?
side. But for plot twist, everybody I'm very familiar with. This does look like Royales has put himself in a give me the ball, let me work kind of situation, because we've seen that he is very smart, knows how to play the game very well, and the people who are around him can support that. Sosa is definitely someone who is all around very solid player and has potential.
Can you release the
to really
files?
shake things up and take a series into his hands. Royales is
You just want the
one I
stats?
respect the most.
You see my post on Feer a while back?
View of the field. He
Recasters
knows
with
exactly
aura?
the right ways to work. So I feel like for plot twists, they
What
do
I've seen on
kinda have
our
this
Fears is
thing.
usually just
Almost a
people
1-3
seemingly using it as a
for
way
them,
to
for the
save
most
their
part,
copy
but
pastas.
regardless of that, any one of these players can have a moment.
OK
and
Piglet
that's
just posts in
why
order
I
to
feel like
save
they
his
should
copy
be kinda
pasta
counted out in this
so he can get
matchup.
back
And
to it.
might even have a lot of fans here in the fan vote as well.
Oh yes, I
if
did
they
see this.
can. Fafuchos on the other
You
side,
versus the
coming in
1v1
with a new
caster.
name. Excited to try
She
and
told you
improve
not
on
to
their
worry
results.
about.
They've been kind of like a 5th to 6th. This is about the best result we've seen from them this season in a regional. But again, the top 2 teams out, that would put them into the top 4 pretty easily. Can they improve now their best performance of the season right now and continue?
I didn't
on?
have
So you think
sunglasses,
Cena
okay?
wins as? Who's your pick?
Give me
I
plot
didn't have
twist, or plot twist
sunglasses.
5. I think we'll have another short series for today.
Okay, Stacks.
Yeah, they can't do this to me. They can't invoke the name Plot Twist. Bring me back to the Rival Series days. Yeah, I'm taking Plot Twist here. I think Royales, much like Drafinho was in the previous series, I think Royales is going to have a huge series.
I think it's going to be a huge series for Plot Twist as well. I think Sosa, one of the hungriest players in the scene. If you've ever heard him in an interview or if you've seen him on social media, the guy is eager, is so hungry to get to the World Championship and prove himself there. So much so, he'll fly to South America, join these teams, and try to play it through their last chance qualifiers. I think that the Plot Twist has got what it takes here. But Fafuchos also, they've been playing together all season. This might be the time when it all lines up for them. I don't think it's going to be that one-sided. I think we're going to probably get to at least.
You thought
game
OK
6 on
Piglet
this
was
series.
coy?
We've got Plot Twist here on the desk.
Is it?
But
I thought it was someone
anything
else.
can happen.
I thought
How
that was
does the
someone
chat feel about it?
I recognized
How
the chat,
are
but
the
maybe I'm
fans
making that up.
lining up when it comes to the predictions here. Whew.
Your theory is that
Fan
OK
favorite.
Piglet is Ponies Ahoy?
For sure.
That's name recognition right there.
That's true. That is true. And branding a little bit too. The logo it kind of pops. Gives me a.
Chat, how
gives
often
me-
can I take
keep
ibuprofen
mixing up with part-time pros.
to
Shout out for the
tell
for the-
myself that I'm
that's a
not
shot.
sick even though I am?
That's a shot.
Rocket League heads, if you guys remember that Discord. Anyways, folks, we're ready to get into the next matchup. Who's going to be playing against Nova Drift? One of these teams going to be advancing the bracket. One of these teams, their season ends right here, right now. A best of 7 to advance in the last chance qualifier. Fuchos versus
4 to 6 hours. It's time, baby.
One of these teams will be competing against Nova Drift if they can make it to the final. But firstly, Wave, they
How many did you take earlier?
through each other.
I took
and then
some like
beat
7
us
hours ago.
last. I think that for me, with
So it's
plot
time to
twist,
redose, baby.
I love the dedication.
As much
of
as you want, you have
Sosa.
free
This
will.
is
That's what I'm talking
what I
about.
can think his third region he's now competed in. He's got North America under his belt. He's got APAC under his belt. And now, all of a sudden, he's cutting about in South America, Herc.
Yeah, this has been a fun journey to see him on it, but like we've said, today is do or die for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're Sosa, doesn't matter if you're Mata. This is the one to win, and it is just 1 foot forward in a much longer journey. This is only a semifinal, Stumpy. They've got arguably the favorite of South America headed after this series, so you have to take this particular game, this particular series at 110%, but also you can't tire yourself out.
I think these players would love if it was a semi-final. Unfortunately for them, it's still the quarters. We've got a long old day ahead of us. And these guys are looking forward to that semis. You and Wave need to have a little peek at the bracket. These guys have still got a couple of series they need to play before they even get through to the final. And as Dazarin said earlier on, anything other than first place, you may as well have come last place. And all these teams are blown up to get to this point to see what damage can be done in South America. It was a 4-0 in the previous series, Pagodes taking it over Disaster Class. And I think the plot twist, although they had the chat vote, they did come first in their group, or rather in the Swiss. Swiss A, they actually managed to beat out BS Plus competition based on their bookhole scores. So they managed to get 1 over them, meaning that they did get the #1 spot in their group. So a very scary opponent for either of these sides. Definitely not a 90 to 10 type ratio.
So far, you thought that was going to be the one. I felt the pressure mounting on it. Shout out the save on there and the shot alone from Misery. Here comes Sosa. Flip it on their head, of course. We've been throwing names and eyes on Sosa for so long, waiting for him to find success. I feel like this plot twist team could be the one in his career. We'll see. It was a beautiful pass off right on into the net. Plot twist, take the lead.
He did attend the World Championship this season just gone. He managed to, fortunately for him, get the last place. That is when he was competing in APAC. So APAC still trying to find a couple of those illustrious wins that they can get. We know that players he has played with definitely hunting for that kind of recognition. So he's moved to South America now, even just for this time round. But getting goal #1 is Sosa in the back corner.
Did Sosa score?
Picks it up, does get shut down by Royals, who can just about clear him away from the ball. But really nice vision from him to continue, keeps it pushing. And Motta, there's the camera focus on for a second there. He has been around.
Feer, were you on the broadcast yesterday? You did not watch? I was. I was, in fact, on the broadcast.
Everywhere when it comes to South America. So he has got the pedigree.
We lost DSC Adder? Did we really?
So far.
Did we not switch it to
Could
scatter?
be,
Oh,
yes.
it's just scatter.
Sosa around the corner
Just
there,
scatter.
just over the top of his head, with Mata there to catch half of the tank to work with on this.
We switched Assemble and Scatter to
Small
just be the
little
DSC
push
version.
forward. If you are Fuchos and you see a triple flip reset coming towards your way,
It's
triple
better for the
touch
casuals.
off the back. I mean, you're panicked a little bit, but there's a whole lot of respect that's going down between these two teams. I haven't seen anybody quite do anything out of the ordinary in terms of their runs. I'm waiting.
Oh, congrats. This is not the first time I thought you weren't watching something, only to find out it's because you were casting. You know, I tried to. I did it late, but I changed my Twitch title to casting on the mainstream.
To see any player take over these lobbies.
Not that I don't think people are like going all the way to my Twitch, seeing if it's live, noticing what the title says, but
Away from it, gets the bomb. Sosa can then commit in. I didn't. His chance inviting in Royales to clear the ball away.
You do? Well, then I'd update it for you. I updated it maybe after the first series or so. I was like, oh, I forgot to go do it. So I went and said casting on the main stream.
Comes in, can get that block, and a fake challenge at Motta.
Did everyone else's Federation's decals disappear? I haven't checked, so I wouldn't know.
Low boost in the corner. A chance for a bump from Davios. Nothing can come forward, so Royales in the corner. Yet one more challenge. More challenges coming in, and seeing more chances start to come through for the orange side. Sosa, bit of time and space, but quickly shut down. I think we're seeing
Davios, Misery, and Vitin. I'll be honest, guys.
So
Yeah,
I don't know these players. Are they going to get cooked by plot twist or what?
Stat-wise, they're shooting 7 shots to their 3, so they've had ample opportunity. They're holding well onto that one as well. Mata's trying to turn it into 2.
OJ made it through.
Plans, but honestly, fair enough on that. On the flip side, Fucho's starting to get boxed in the moments where it matters most. These final 30 coming through. Can they get out and at least stay out? Royale is going to play for the high end. Player who I think would
if Jack doesn't make it through NALCQ without lower his stocks when finding a team in EU,
seems to be the name of the game.
no, I don't think so. He's not like Dignitas is not favored to win.
very even in terms of the amount of pressure each team is.
So I don't think he has to. I think it'll boost his stocks if he quals, but I doubt it will hurt his stocks. He also has EWC quals that I noticed Dig were signed up for.
Ended with a decent amount of management coming through from them.
There was in fact a purge, Koi. The bottom 143 emotes removed. And a couple Koi favorites in there.
No goal can come from it, however.
But the problem is only Koi uses them.
This plot twist team too. They're not really forcing anything. They've been doing an incredible job of really just getting a feeler for what Fufuchos is going to bring to this series, and what they've brought so far is honestly not enough pressure.
You know what?
Plot twists have had all the time in the space in the world.
Cursor, what AI doesn't do a good job of helping me with?
Alone, of course,
telling me I'm an idiot.
So I feel like there's a small testament to the level of defense.
It didn't work on the first try. The reason why was I pulled like the wrong token. I must have. It must be slightly different, even though I couldn't see where. Because it worked when I switched to the other token. I told it didn't work, and it like panicked. It was like, oh, I must be wrong. I must be wrong. Try to figure it out. You know what it should have said? Fear, you're an idiot. Grab the right token, you dummy.
Yeah, I'm very impressed at the moment with the, I guess, the game management from plot.
I can't wait for the LeBron James and Abjack content. Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
They properly push and they really start to put that pressure on, but with nothing too convincing going.
They did bring Dignitas to Sixers games before, right?
That pressure. Fuchos, so they are able to put more pressure on. They, as I said, they got #1 in their Swiss group. They didn't.
We lost
really
Up Plus Beaver
for
a moment.
When they managed to get through.
Koi will probably bring back his favorites.
I believe it was.
There's no way all 143 were his favorites, so we should be okay.
They went 4-1 or 1-4 against Nova Drift. It was not a good showing for them. They only scored a single goal in the games that they lost.
Hello, Peter of YouTube.
But so far, plot twist, they have got a bit more pedigree, I think, that is showing. But demos and the like, and being really awkward and annoying to your opponent will definitely be able to put a way in for them.
Oh, for sure. I think if you're going to go out and about this a lot more aggressively, you're going to have a much better chance.
What's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas, you ask?
A new intensity.
Trying to find the path of least resistance to worlds.
They play it on the second man. Davey up next. Nice. Clean little pass off there off the top of his hood. I love this from Fufuchos. It's very methodical too. It feels planned out. Look at this. Davey puts himself in a position that even the bump is not going to be enough to take away the shot opportunity, and they take that opening lead.
I said quite rudely that I didn't like that at all. I think there's really awkward rotation in the midfield. But in the end, that actually stopped the momentum that plot twist were building up to counter-attack. Because they think, oh, well, the Fuchos have got quite an easy touch.
Both these teams only know eligible on passes. There's no other plays. They're the only plays that exist.
Slowed them down entirely. So well done to Fuchos for going for a plan that I really...
You're trying to educate Texans that Coca-Cola is better than Dr. Pepper?
The pattern recognition wasn't pattern recognition.
Do Texans love Dr. Pepper?
Goes for a bit of an air dribble, can't get it too much further, but a boost steal means that they are keeping their resources just ahead of what we're seeing from plot twist.
Yeah, right now Plot Twist is pretty far down.
Dr. Pepper emote is gone, but nobody used it. People used Aga Pepper, and they used like the one that has the cat drinking Dr. Pepper.
To not be able to find
But they
anything.
didn't
So
use
Futures have learned, you know,
Dr.
keeping
Pepper.
Plot Twist down on the ground, or even at least to that halfway point in the air, is going to make a big difference compared to before. First shot though, coming out from Sosa. A little bit of time and space. He's going to make the cut on it. There's the shot. I did expect
Sosa.
it from him. You can see him just lurking in the back. Sosa's the kind of guy that unless
Oh,
you had forced him to rotate fully
Canada.
back to his side, you still have to consider him a threat.
I mean, the rotation from Misery as well. He was not expecting a quick ball to be shooting across his 6-yard box, so he has to dive across and able to make any contact. Great positioning from Sosa. I need to stop calling him Sofa. My goodness. Sosa.
Sofa.
He ended up getting... Yeah, I did. Sorry if that came out loud. I thought I muted. Yeah, very nicely played. I'm very impressed with
Dr.
that.
Pepper is barbecue Sprite.
Ball, with a decent amount of pressure when it looked like it was about to form into a counter-attack. Motta beats one. Misery is going to be there to clear that ball away, however. Chance for Royales in the corner. One popping central to commit. That's boost burned on both sides, but that touch in the air from Vitin means that Plot Twist are going to have to slow down somewhat on their continued push.
Right now, a lot of these attempts
Kaya retired and
are
Card
getting followed
did,
up too quickly
but already
because
lost?
Plot Twist
Didn't,
needs
you
to be a
mean,
little
I
bit
assume.
safer.
Card was in the ones, made it pretty deep.
Shows.
You removed
Regain possession
unretweet?
here, up off the sidewall, I assume it
Everyone's
was
looking at
somebody
me like
picking
I
up
picked
behind
my
him.
least
It's a
favorite.
little fake
We
on it,
use
just
data
handing it off back and forth to each other,
to
because
find
that's
the
safe belief.
least
Right
used
now, a lot of the
emotes.
thought process is on Fufuchos. It's not standard. It's creative in a way.
Daniel
that
is so
working
cool,
very,
uses it.
very well
You can bring them
against
back.
Plot Twist and you and me.
Yeah, I'm being baffled by
My body is attacking me from the inside out.
It is working very consistently, but if they can get another goal,
Chat,
from it,
you'll be
they're very
sympathetic to me,
happy.
right?
Halfway line is
Dr.
cleared.
Fear's favorite thing to do
Vitin
is
get
not
as
be
far as
sympathetic to my
Sosa. No
sickness.
boost, but he can still want in the corner. Means that he can continue to be that threat. Sosa deals with the ball remarkably well. A lot of pressure falling his way, and then gets a demo at the end. Lovely play from Plot Twist. Slowed down by Royales.
You got diarrhea? Nah, the poops are fine.
With a little bit of space here
I have
on him, though. Vitin
upper
works
respiratory,
towards the bat
you
ball,
know,
but
infection.
positioning meant that he was just about to block that
I don't know, I'm
net.
trying to think what Dr.
This
Fear
one
would
further
say.
Royales, but it will be finding the backboard and be cleared away.
You know, all the
100
regular
seconds.
humans of the world say I have a
Looks like
cold,
Plot Twist are
but
more likely to score next.
It does feel that way. I'm waiting for the pressure to
just walk it
continue to
off.
build,
Dude, I
and
actually
do
did
get
just
sent
run
back
it
to
off.
the
I
side,
just
so they're gonna
did a
have to
3-mile
play
run
in there.
because
No
that's what was my
boost spawn, but
plan.
nice powerful pass
And I was
off
like,
to
well,
Sosa into the air. You see Motta
I could
kinda
either
lurking and
change the
waiting.
plan
Ooh,
or
interception
just
from Fufuchos are slowing them down.
pretend like I don't have a cold.
Another
I went with that
pass
one.
attempt here, just off the head of their car. That is what is keeping
She definitely
them
says suck it up.
in front
You
of
can't get any
Plot
sympathy
Twist at
when,
the
you know,
moment.
Dr.
At
Fear
the
is like
moment,
saving
final
people
minute,
who are on the verge of
almost about to
death,
come into
close
play.
to, you know, actually
To find Royales there, but
losing their
Royales
heartbeat, and then she comes home and I'm like, but hun, my throat is ouchy.
Misery pops it bottom corner. Can't find its way home. Final 50. Fighting low shot. Forces Motta just to send it back over towards Davey. I think in this corner, I think right now Plot Twist will be very happy to keep it here. Were they able to get it just past the halfway line?
Bang?
Davey is
No, no
waiting.
bang.
Another great position and more confusing play. It is
Did
baffling Plot
Davios
Twist.
not just
Fufuchos, they are
clear
I
that
think
from
it's
a
changed
potential
it
shot
around.
from his
They are now
teammate?
looking more likely, especially with this continued bout of pressure.
I have not seen it.
We should type all the emotes at least once so they don't get deleted? That won't work. Because there will still be, no matter what, a bottom 143.
You don't know if I'm gonna fake this time. You don't know if I'm gonna fake next time. And the joke's on Plot Twist. They're faking every single time. There is no.
Oh wait, is it back? Did it get added back? I didn't notice it. I went to go add it back because like clearly you guys all want it.
The cool thing is, they're
You
so
removed I'm
synergetic
gay?
about it that it works.
Nobody used it.
Enjoyable seeing
What if they were all
Fufuchos
evenly used?
properly, attack Plot Twist.
If you guys can get all 1,000 emotes to be evenly used, I'll have known that you've used robotic, you know, influence. No way you're doing that yourselves.
I think even if opportunities don't go their way,
Ooh,
there will
wait a
be
second.
turnaround, and Fufuchos, an outstanding
Plot Twist was supposed to be
counter-attack. Low
easily
boost,
winning.
lofted high. Davey waits just down in the midfield, sinks it past Sosa.
Haxaba, give me a chance to show match. I'll show you I'm worthy. You don't care who you play.
This was a team that
First time message.
completely different approach, strategy.
Please, you'll do anyone.
Like a million different plays in comparison.
You guys
to
think this
number
is
one
Zen's
against
alt?
Plot Twist. They gave themselves so much more opportunity. 10 shots, I believe, to their 3.
Last time I accepted something like that,
A
I said they had to play
whole
me.
new version of themselves that is
Because like,
definitely
first off, you have
able
to
go
play me.
head-to-head,
You have to beat me. You
with
can't even
this
beat me.
Plot Twist
Then what are we doing here? The guy did beat me. He was better than me.
That is gonna then
But
be one leveled up.
I did find out
So
via that
already a
match
bit more
that
competitive than the previous series,
he was
where
not
Fast Class lived up
pro
to their
show
name.
match worthy.
Will there be a plot twist? Can they turn it back around? 1-1 in the best of 7. And bear in mind that also both teams
Because
do
pros will
have a
beat me like
timeout they are
22-0 if they
able to
want.
take. We're treating this just as we would for any online event, so it's the exact same format. They have got that timeout that they are able to use.
Username
Just gonna have to try and
Estrella.
use it in the
Wait, this is a
best
YouTube
time
chatter.
possible,
I just
because
saw his
in
YouTube
Fast Class,
messages.
They did not use theirs
So we
at
can look him
any
up. He
point.
did give us his name. So we can look
Plot
up,
Twist, I mean,
try and find the best.
Some of the names on this.
Okay, this one's
squad
Champ 3 Div
you've
1.
seen for
Guessing it's not that.
literal years. And the
This
fun
one
part about
is
LCQ and getting
Grand
to be
Champ
on
Div
other
3.
regions, and I think we've all been
Probably
saying
not
this
him.
for a minute now, but
You give this guy benefit of the
to
doubt.
see
We're going
other
to try and
players that
find
we
the one
haven't
that
quite been able
highest rated. This
to
one is
hardcore pay
bronze.
attention to, because we don't hardcore pay attention to
This
every
one
single region
is
outside of our own
plat.
most of the time. So seeing Davi and
This one
Misery and
is
Viti has been really fun.
Diamond.
You would've thought a team like
Dude, maybe I
Plot Twist
should have
would've just ran
played
away
this
with
guy.
this, almost in the
We might have had a
same
close
light
game.
that we've been seeing BS Plus do.
This one's Champ
But
2.
that does not seem to be the case. Everybody thought this was going to be a one and done and get out, but we have gone.
He's the
back and
bronze
forth
one.
initially. We'll see how this one turns on its head. First
Koi,
15
were you not
seconds, a
here?
little back and forth.
Do you not
They
understand
finally
the
break
world
out
in
their
which
half.
the emotes got
We'll see a
removed?
shot attempt, try and get
Stats
down
were
here, but
taken
another
on the chat.
interception. There was Plot Twist back to the
And
middle.
if it wasn't used, it was removed. So do I like the Jupajij? I don't even know how you say it. Yeah, I love that emote. But no one was using it. So it has to go.
In this game, as we do enter the third, Realis just ahead of the crossbar, and Sosa again waiting on the opposite.
Is Koi
side
like
to
no
receive
audio,
the
no
ball.
video,
Rotation
just
is
talking to
so
you guys?
aggressive, no matter where he's coming from, he's just
What's
stolen
going
that
on?
top right boost, or that left boost, the top right boost, and then immediately comes back through. It's lovely link-up play, and Plot Twist again, first blood.
Absolutely hardcore on this. That's a player that you're going to have to keep in the back of your mind a lot. And if there is no intention to, you know, go out of your way to slow
You should have made an
Sosa
exception
down,
for emotes
that
added
is
within the
going to be a
last
shot
month.
attempt that happens most times rather than not.
You know,
Another attempt around the corner.
don't
Sosa
add
almost
emotes
tried to
when
take
you
it
know
to
the culling
himself,
is
but
coming.
boost means a slow shot.
And I've always said that.
Here comes Fafuchas trying to break out of their side.
Midfield is Misery,
And if you do add him,
Motta saw the danger, however,
you better
so he
spam him.
manages to get rid of Fake, and Sosa yet again is on the strike.
I'm Diamond 2, but I only do placements, and I've beaten GCs and SSLs in ones.
A great pinch is going to be relieving that bit of pressure, but maybe
Okay.
only momentarily as Sosa
I think me and you would have been a pretty good match. I think I should have just done me versus you.
Have a couple of awkward plays that have benefited them so far, but right now it has been just working in favor of Plot Twist, who are starting to become a little bit wise to their ways.
Yeah, there's definitely a small correction.
Still not enough room for A-Gag. Sorry.
Correction even seems a little bit harsh. It was just Fafuchos was playing a very solid game 2 that I think caught Plot Twist off guard. But Plot Twist on the other end of things, going back to this version of themselves where they are very intent on finding those centers as quickly and close as they can to the net. Now trying to get a taste of their own medicine in front of their own. Around the corner we go. 50 goes back.
Sex Egg is
It's up to
cinema,
Mata
dude.
and Sosa to kind of really
What a good
batten down
emote.
the hatches, but a very
We did
good
lose a couple
general
Summer Ghost
takes them out
Toss
of their
emotes,
side.
though.
It was a great demo. It wasn't really followed up there by Realis. You couldn't properly.
You're one of the best on
continue
EU.
aggressive
You're
as he
13.
wanted to. In the mid-field,
Diamond 2 and 1s.
towards
So
the
wait,
ball
let's
to
see.
that
Were you the
outfield
first one that I looked
horror.
up?
The Plot Twist, but Sosa does manage to read it just in case.
Probably.
The contingency plan man.
Because that's Diamond
Realis
1
into
and
the
1s.
corner. Keep that
So you
pressure
probably just did a
away
little
from
bit of
directly
rounding
at the
up.
net.
Oh, no, it could be this
Maybe
one.
his chance to
Diamond
work
2 and
again.
1s,
Motta stays
but you
very
didn't play your
solid,
placements.
Knighton playing for the boost. This offense will
You're at
continue.
your
Misery
peak
to
2s
find
rating
shot bottom corner.
right now
It is
for the
choreography
season.
that the top teams
15-23.
dream of. It is
So almost
every
Grand Champ 2.
player
So you'd
involved in
probably
one
win
way or
our
another.
1v1. Me versus you.
I love love the way that Misery, too, the moment that it was sent off, it was out of his hands, the way he landed on the backboard, his new objective.
You think you're one of the best 13-year-olds in the game?
Go for the demo. Go for the demo. Comes of it, comes
you know what? I guess Warden is 14, which really helps you a lot.
Beautifully choreographed. Everything, whether you realize it or not, with this team seems to be intentional. They are not guessing when they are headed towards this net, which
I'm always guessing when I'm headed towards that net.
Scarier.
That's why you can never predict what I'm going to do.
That'll be another nice takeaway here. Misery's a little bit awkward. Going to have to flip it forward and just keep the pressure on, but they are able to do so.
And Misery was awkward because I don't think he expected
I'm Diamond 2 though, but I wanted to see what you'd say. Saves per goal against? Dude, look at Sosa. The man.
Saves all of these players are making. Sosa right now currently on top of that table, making sure that his defensive efforts are being put to good use, keeping it away, clearing it away, and that is a nightmare for Fuchos. From Sosa in his own half, bangs it, puts a heat check on, asks the question, what's going to happen?
Wow.
And gives him the answer.
Not great, not great.
Man. The crazy thing is, too, Sosa's first touch, you're like, he should, in theory, still be back there, and you blink, and he spawns in front of the net. It was going in.
Not like a good bot kickoff.
Sosa was inevitable in that play.
Sending
right there.
all four
2-1
close
lead,
players.
4 plot twist back in their hands. For Fuchos, you've kind of lost a little bit of this momentum.
I'm probably the best player my age
so
if you count to the second.
We'll see if they can
Yeah, I
get
think
here.
I think
No
all of us in chat might be.
on that path
You guys
trying to
think
get open there.
the 1 second window in which you were born?
There's a lovely bump attempt.
Let's say 1 minute. 1 second would be tough, but I'm sure they wrote down a time to the minute on your birth certificate. It's a good chance all of us are the best at the game down to that birth certificate moment. Lol, probably not. How many people do you really share the exact moment in time of birth? It also guarantees that you're playing against people who are your age, so it's like I don't have to play against, unless we're counting people who were born the next year on that exact minute. But I don't think we are, right? It's a good pass.
It's such a heavy domino effect too, because it goes all the way as far back as the demo and plot twist.
You want exactly 1439 MMR and 2s? That is honestly a very common MMR for me.
And they take that full team resource into their play there,
So much so
and
that
there was
chat,
nothing Fufuchos
I think it
could've
once
done
thought
because
that's
they were just
where it came from.
physically too powerful to
My
go
MMR.
against. Enough in the tank to pop this one up into the sky and keep it over. Who's going to spawn in their favor? Mata's going to go back up again, leaves this one for Sosa. Final 10 seconds and a 2-goal lead, though in theory should be enough. It's one more fake, but not enough time. And I think that'll do it. Plot twist. They've figured out Fufuchos just enough to take a second game in the series for themselves.
I feel like they're just biting less on their nonsense. Just every now and then.
What's my favorite prime number?
They're like, yeah, well.
Surely 1439 is prime, right?
Like, we just got boost, man. Like we were barely looking.
Is it?
We're
Nah, 9 is just so primey. Yeah, it is.
We're not gonna be.
So I guess it's got to be 1439.
We're gonna play our game, and if you want to mess around in the middle of it all, then so be it. And I think that for Fuchos, there'll be a learning experience for them that you can get pretty far through tournaments, but you might not.
Feer, I like your hat.
A couple of these big dogs.
Thank you.
That was the
You have to have a big head to wear it.
Defensive moments that we saw come out from Plot Twist, but they stayed very, very steady. Otherwise, it was a full team play for Fuchos that managed to work them through the Plot Twist defense, and an error that put them down just that one more goal.
Any primers?
I also like to, from Plot Twist, recognizing that Sosa does an incredible job of just threading through the entirety of Fufuchos, right?
My favorite number of
there's
primes
been
is however many
moments where
is
he
needed
just is this sneak
to hit the
attack
sub
player,
goal.
despite you knowing full and well he will be doing it. There hasn't quite been an effort.
Did they call timeout?
Yet to really hone
Are we sitting here
in
not
on
playing
Sosa
Contexto on
and
a
see if that
timeout?
helps them out at all, but maybe they weren't prepared to really try and just go for one. It seems like they're always focusing on a bigger game, which by all means has worked decently so far. But it's a matter of responding to the last. Plot Twist did play a little bit of a slower game, like you said, just not buying into all the bells and whistles anymore and just making it a lot more simple than it comes off.
Yeah, I think the simplicity is right now for me the play from Plot Twist. They're going for an infield pass. It's go for a heat check and then see what happens. They're doing nothing revolutionary. currently the Fuchs are struggling to deal with that. 3-1, the biggest goal difference for us.
This feels like tech pause
series so far. The Fuchs have got a little bit of learning to do. Try not to bite on what is being put forward to you from Plot Twist, because they are, I think, a little bit better than for Fuchs.
145 stream streak.
Moments, but we find ourselves heading to the Coliseum. Not sure what the delay is, so we're just waiting for everybody to be nice and happy. Seeing Misery restarting their internet at the moment, so we'll be back very shortly, so we're all good. But right now, I think, Herc, when it comes to for Fuchs, I think they're playing their game extremely well. It's just that Plot Twist aren't buying into it.
Agreed. It's really just as simple as that. I think Fufuchos actually have a really fun playstyle that I would even like to see go up against like the BS pluses of South America right now, right? It's just enough to catch these really good teams off guard, but once you start entering the best of sevens, right, it is no longer checkers. This is chess, and the teams like Plot Twist are down to play the long haul game and learn about you, really slow themselves back. A team like Plot Twist, especially somebody like Sosa, their goal is not to just completely obliterate you, right? They're not aiming for 5, 6, 7 goals. They want 1 or 2 very quality ones, because they are more than aware they can defend against Fufuchos for minutes and minutes on end, right? So it comes down to Fufuchos really starting to clean up their act on the attack a little bit more. Yes, things have been almost like, you know, you're blind choosing what play in the book to go with right now, but maybe they need to be a little bit more thoughtful with it, and then a lot more prepared on the back end for those sneak attacks being led out by Sosa.
I think as well for Fuchs, they don't necessarily have that same level of pedigree that we're seeing from Plot Twist. Like on Plot Twist, they have had 2 players that have definitely gone to RLCS lands for. Not too sure if Royales has. Let's have a quick look. But I mean, that's the kind of no, it doesn't look like he has. So when it comes to the actual pedigree of these players, that is a clear win for Plot Twist. They know
you guys
what
clearly
they're
need
aiming
my help.
for. It's a known quantity that they're after. Sosa was at the most recent World Championship. He's been there. He's done that. He just wants to do it for a 3rd region. He wants to make sure that he can qualify there yet again, which is frankly greedy. But I like the greediness. I enjoy the greediness. I think it's to be respected.
I think, you know, Sosa's one of those players that you gotta just respect how long he's actually been able to do it too. Because no matter what, it actually still is on a level that will scare most teams. It's about finding that right combination.
Time?
He's got plenty of regions to try and figure that out from. I like him on this one so
First
far.
time?
Plot Twist, Mata and Royales, I think
DSC?
set him up very, very well for success. But Fufuchos, they are quite literally the Plot Twist against Plot Twist right now. It's
Dude, I'm trying to like clocking in. What's like a word, like a singular word for clock in?
Figured out Fuchs, but does not mean it's necessarily going to stay that way with David. Chance for a double.
Time card, yeah, feels pretty good, but
wide of the post. Is a nice play. And we see
early?
lots of intent coming out from Fuchs.
Dude, it's like clocking in early.
With a demo is going to open
Plot
up
Twist
the
too
net
good.
entirely. Royales in 24 seconds.
Beginning, early first beginning. Okay, maybe it has nothing to do with work at all.
It was just a clean catch too. There was no boost on the end for Mata, so
Maybe
just
it's
going
worm.
around it, whether it was intentional or not.
'Cause early birds get the worm.
To finish these early game leads have done very well for Plot Twist. This is like I was talking about.
Start
They know how to
time,
defend.
second,
They're
first,
setting
beginning,
themselves up.
early.
There's the first line of attack there out of Sosa, Royales and Matas, just getting in line, ready to go. We'll see what Fufuchos can bring. It's a slow shot, a center defended. Here's the
Dude,
third
we're
attempt.
just stuck here.
Nothing to go through.
I mean, that defense from Mata again. Player that we keep pointing
Morning?
out. He is an absolutely incredible player. Has been around for a very long time and is showing why he's been around for that long. Sosa lofts it to nobody.
Monday, maybe? Imagine.
While we take a hydration break with Royales in the back corner. Chance to go high. Sees Mata
Dude,
central. Will he find
what a tough
him?
one.
He attempts to, but Mata does end up leaving.
Here, it's one of the things I'd like to do is 1v1 someone in your videos. I really just wanted to see the level. I get that, brother man.
Okay, a couple of quick
But
cuts from them.
you might have to
Everybody
just
kind of
ask the
feel
players. I don't know if you
desperation to
need
get out
me.
of their half, but right now, even Plot
Players
Twist
do like
recognize
sub
that you don't
1v1s
even
and
have
stuff.
to
It's probably maybe
do
the best way to
too
get that
much.
done.
Even just
if they stream.
One of those orange players on the way.
Can you make it possible? My suggestion is like a lot of top players will do like 5 gifted for a 1v1 when they stream. I think Reddles does that. If you play Reddles, it's basically a top 100. I mean,
it's tough. That's awkward as Realist does end up flicking it high in the opposition's box. Not a chance for a double. Instead, goes straight for the net. I really would have felt him going for the double there, but instead,
dude, 5 minutes 53 is like insane.
Early and a bump and another bump on the return. And they're playing the Uno reverse card. Misery attempts to block it straight back down in front
A 6 minute
line.
Contexto is like unheard of.
Standing in this game, Realist beats one, but not quite the second.
Yeah, right now it's just same story as before.
Brez does it for 90k channel points or so. Well, there you go. Don't even need to spend any money. Just get some channel points.
Unfortunately, is getting red. Vitin up next, 50 down, follows slow, still does go for the center, but Sosa, of course, is going to be there. He's
my internet or hers? Says I have 0 frame drops.
This is what I was talking about before. He's so quick with it, unless you are just there.
Misery just matrixed it and thought he was going to get faked or something and pulled away.
Nothing in the tank. It was just a little bit too
Or he
far
got paid by Sosa.
from that final man. I don't think, of course, Misery expected him to get over him like that, but I mean, you do almost have to expect it in these situations.
I didn't expect that either. I thought that Sosa had lobbed it towards a slightly awkward position.
Dude, this is. Are we gonna get instant here?
And it's a chance for Davey to make us stop talking about them, but instead Realis is going to shut them down. And
I almost want to, stop participating and use my extra knowledge to cheat. Stage.
And then Davey at the back, bless him, with no boost. Now an open net here.
It is stage. Is stage the new instant?
Realis does get the goal regardless, and we're just seeing for Fuchos scramble in every scenario.
Early beginning.
To get back.
Early stages,
and then they're rotating.
First stage, second stage, time stage, start stage, late stage.
These two, and the reason why so many people are gonna favor a team like Plot
that one might have been worse than instant. It's tough to remember how bad instant was.
But this is a long-winded event.
But that one was tough.
And against the best of South America, so teams
W
like
raid
Plot,
SK09Z.
they're gonna be a little bit more patient, and also like we said, the experience.
Can I get a sub for getting it? No.
Between the two plays such a huge factor.
You can get a W
head-to-head.
for getting it. W Skrillas.
Really just playing not only to their betterment, but I was gonna say their resources, but nobody was there. There was no resource. There was no back end.
I mean, you can have all the resource in the world. You got 2 players back with 100.
Biden didn't even have any boosts. He had to fake it.
0. Tavios just waits, sees it coming.
Hello, SK. Prover! They've been gifted.
Really well choreographed.
Bro, I didn't even get a W. The raid got more W's. Chat, can you guys all type W Skrillas Max 1, please?
Side in orange. Motta, a challenge in the midfield.
We all feel robbed. That's why it doesn't feel like a W. It's like, why would you even say stage? We're all just looking at you like, did you cheat? Be honest. Did you just start like workshopping? Even though you couldn't see the numbers, did you just start typing all the possible answers into, like, is this a Contexto Gate 2? Like, do we need to check and see if I plug in early to the cheater on like some of the top words? Are we going to see it? Look at my chats.
Clear it out to the
I mean, that's what we would need. We need to compare it with your chats. See how you got to stage.
Followed up by Plot Twist. Working what they got in the tank. Misery gonna take the shot. I'm waiting to see when that was coming through. This is a little bit more of a classic from this team, more reminiscent of what we were getting in the early stages of this series. Just like nice.
What are Mata Royales doing? Just watching it.
In the center, giving themselves.
We need more Zen Show matches.
Find that tying goal.
I mean,
good point.
A lovely double fake kickoff. So
Ain't. Is it a pause?
No, that's such a sad goal.
Nah.
Oh no.
Bison wave dash committed.
Oh, that was like the wet bread of goals.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Sosa just sees it and goes, "Oh, I'll just hit it. What are you doing? I guess I'll just hit it then."
That was bad.
Giving the ball away. But Vitin, he waits.
That was bad.
Oh, I don't really want. Really go for that very it's in oh my goodness, it's in.
Drip drop skirt. They have the 14 months prime. Adjust the allegations. it's true. I did want DSC emotes removed that were not in the top 900 emotes. The 857 emotes that we actually use, I think, were more important to keep than the DSC emotes in the bottom 143.
One more needed to send them through to face off against what we keep calling the favorites in BS Plus.
I will say, I think it takes a team with a lot of patience, a lot of confidence in themselves to be able to go up against BS Plus with what Plot Twist are bringing. I think they're calm and collected enough for
This guy's really starting to hate his own creation. You guys are thinking way too hard about this. The emotes just weren't used. Nobody used them. I'm not going to take away DSC 1439 because that one is used all the time. It's number 3. Ghazi! There's a 3 months prime. W Ghazi?
That's what I mean. It feels like it is management. And this is like Plot Twist.
Ghazi qualifying from the MENA region.
But I feel like they could also be playing like this in
light work for a Ghazi.
The Futures have got a lot more that they can give, but we're not really seeing.
You remove Shut Up Fear. This is evidence of his corruption.
They are, as I said, 2 of those goals at least, they got given up from just sloppy rotating by the last man going in, and then the final defender isn't able to get back in time to then easily clear it away. It has been overextensions. It's been, yeah, it's been sloppy from Fufacho.
Ghazi, you're my favorite MENA talent. I really like R8. I was glad they won. Of course, it would have been okay with Dr. Nonops making it or Nush making it. But I think they would not play as well as R8 will. And I think R8 could play really well. Shaking off the land nerves last time. Do it again. Get to play Falcons. Might even be good for them. If they get past TSM. A familiar face.
When they are just quite literally the most synergetic.
We do not have room for Chaiga Blush, no.
So far, they are great off the backboard. It's another shot up. Sosa's going to completely clear it and cut them off in that moment there. What is missing is the consistency. If Fufuchos could get a little bit more consistent, not only with their attacks, but defensively, that is what has kept them behind, because once they fall apart, they spiral out of a game completely.
I'm done. I'm a Johnny Chatter now.
Trying to get back in it.
You were a Johnny Chatter already, be honest.
So they already know that they are in their heads.
Whenever he does go live, which is sometimes now.
Where, Plot Twist, if they can just continue to occupy that space and live in there.
What kind of
then they're gonna have
past 4? I can't say past 2 because that's a Steam thing. But Twitch Tracker keeps up your past 4 weeks, your past month. He's rocking 2 hours streamed in the month of July. Overworking. Overworking. He did have a whole 22 hours though in June.
You're not even giving yourself the chance to be able to get back and defend it. You just look at it and you kind of have to throw your hands up and be like, well, you know,
chat, screw you. I'm taking all your emotes. I am a dictator now.
Even if it's not that quick or good, it's going to be on
Just use the emotes if you want him to stick around. It's that simple.
So you need to treat them all as threats. Great fake though, and that has been their bread and butter. A wonderful save from Royales. It really felt like it should have been a goal. That would have been a confidence maker.
Hey guys, I have a crazy wackadoodle idea. Let's talk about Rocket League. Problem is Plot Twist, they're just kind of like gonna win this series. And you know, Fofu haven't really given us a big reason to believe that that's not true. We absolutely lock in as a community in close, meaningful matches, I would say. But it does seem like Plot Twist are going to walk through this.
10 steps ahead, whether you like it or not. Does this playstyle work there? And so far, in my tiny baby professional opinion, Plot Twist have the patience and the makings of a team that can do that.
Next purge needs to be my exclamation point commands.
We're not seeing that patience from
Scuba.
I think actually when they go behind, they're playing their best game. That's when they're going for these really nice looking fakes, and they are going for the wily plays. Will this be another pass central? It is, and it's.
You're talking about all the dick ass ones? Those aren't emotes, but I'm down to delete those too.
I saw where this was going. It was wrapped up. It's obviously being popped there, And then both
Dude, why do both keep bumping each other on the goal line?
Or whoever it was that was next to him, Misery, should have stayed back. Instead, neither of them do, and it's a nice free shot from the faster Royales.
If you are Plot Twist, you are just absolutely eating this up.
Whip.
You could feel it off the
Just
kickoff
need two
too.
primers.
We're just a little bit too on the behind
Just
in
need
this
two
moment.
primers.
Also, this is just a great angle. It's beautiful.
It's a stunning shot, and I really want to give Plot Twist the credits. Then I'll 3-0 up halfway through the game, the most dominant game we've seen so far, and I just really have not been impressed, unfortunately, at any given moment from Fofujos in this one. Well, apart from that one chance where there was the fake and then there was the shot mid that Royales managed to save away. That was lovely, but that really has been the only chance. Right now we're seeing Vitin. We're halfway through the game. He's only
Stop
on
virtue signaling and watch NA. Act like you don't care about your home region.
The bright lights may well be too bright for him.
I can tell
on
you
this
voted
particular
blue.
day.
Yeah, this is
Which one's the blue ones?
Another thing to play up against everybody in your
I voted
region.
orange.
It's another to go against the people that have fought physically and in person against the other regions of the RLCS. There seems to just be a little bit of an experience difference between the two, and I say that.
Thanks for the
very
RLCS
respectfully.
2025 exotic drop.
This is so fun. I think they are extremely creative. I actually
problem.
hope we get to see this combination of players in the future because they are fun. They just need a little bit of refinement on both ends of the field. But if they could be disgusting. Unfortunately for them right now, it just seems to be a little bit too far ahead of them in terms of this matchup.
I've decided not to continue or add any additional comments to this topic, as I have no desire to ever bring a politics angle to this stream at all. It's just not even worth it. Fence sitter, fine, I'll take that.
A man that has worked tirelessly since 2018 to get through to lands like this. Got through to, I believe, his first World Championship with APAC previously. Got a couple more series for them to go here. Gets a block, gets a save, final 30. We may as well say goodbye to Fofujos now, because Plot Twist are going to be moving forward.
After turning on streamer mode, turning off chat, and turning off showing ranks, I've been having fun in Rocket League again.
Be such a fun matchup,
I am the kind of person who would need to do that.
Intentionally.
Especially if I grinded a lot, I'd have to just turn everything off.
This is not the most
and
intense
just
version of this
play.
team. Mata, Royales, two incredible players we've seen over the years. Now in the combination with Sosa will go up against the favorites of
Chat, I need you guys to not sit on the fence when deciding if you want to subscribe, okay? Because we absolutely need you to give 2 subscriptions to the channel right here, right now. And if so, we could roll the marbles. I probably have one more series in me before I had to prepare for graduation of swim lessons. Feer Jr. I'll be there. Thoughts on women's suffrage? Personally, I don't want women to suffer. Calculated Kitten, maybe the 14 months prime. We just need one more. Feer Jr. more important than Sam on the main channel. I see how it is. You know, maybe if Dr. Feer was around, but she's also got work. And it's easier for me to leave my work than her. Calculated Kitten, thank you for the gifted! Look at Calculated Kitten go! Where shall we go to? Let's go to the Marble Diner. Why not? Time out, Fish Boy Play, chat. I'm guessing we don't get to see BS Plus competition yet. They're probably the later semifinal and then the grand finals, right? Or do we get to see them right now? No, yeah, we're back to Nova Drifts, Big Odes. Ba-da-da-da-dum. KV1 trying to get his teammates to Worlds. He gets to go no matter what. But can he bring BS Plus competition with him? First time player. We get a ton of first time players. We love a first time player. It's not. Don't Dr. Pepper Burt. My water bottle is water. I really wanted Dr. Pepper. If my throat wasn't as painful as it is, I'd absolutely have popped one already. I've still considered, even with the cold, being like, Dr. Pepper couldn't hurt that bad, right? Just drink it like a wine tasting. How are you always sick? I feel like I'm not sick that often. I feel like you guys just notice when I'm sick. Problem is, I'm not, you know... First off, I probably am sick more often than not because of the children. Having children get you sick, I think you gotta, like... Believe it or not, like... good hygiene, washing hands, stuff like that actually does help not spread sicknesses. And believe it or not, 2-year-olds, they have none of that, dude. They're just like, they're slapping it on each other. They are absolutely doing their absolute most to spread. Then they come home to me. What am I gonna do? Not give him a hug? Not get all his germs all over me? Also, having a doctor makes you more sick. She brings nasty stuff home. Yeah, probably doesn't help. She probably sees a bunch of stuff. But she probably doesn't see a ton of colds, though, I would think. Most people who have a cold aren't just like going to the emergency room and being like, please do anything for me. You do, but you are a man? Baller. That's what we do. Dr. Feer tells me that men are actually worse at dealing with sickness. And they have the man flu, which is when a man basically is way overreacting to the flu. Or sickness in general. Men are all babies when they're sick, dude. It's not an overreaction. Uh-oh, we caught John. He gets really upset. If you ask her. I'm pretty sure that's what it refers to. I don't think it's referring to any common cold as whatever. But flu. Not me. I'm despairing on any sickness. Random sneeze equals sick day? True, dude. How come they didn't reschedule all the LCQs? Because I got a scratchy throat last night. You know? Just like, kind of rude of them. Players count. We have 80 players. Chat, we have 2 minutes and 34 seconds of timer. So we kind of do need an increase in players. We're going to be running 80-man marbles races here. Cheat code like the bottom of your shoe when you come home to build your immune system. Bonus points if you do it while on vacation in New York. When we playing? I mean, we'll play here soon, whether we get to 100 or not, I guess. All you gotta do is drink emergency one time like I did last night. And it's impossible to get sick. It's that simple. Alright, let's rip it. Could have waited more, to be honest, but the entries are slowing down. No, emergency is actually full-on placebo, but the more I tell myself it's not, the more I have a chance of actually placeboing myself into being cured faster. We're all headed to the diner, chats. Can anyone tell a non-American what emergency is? Like, what the word emergency is? Or like what an emergency room is? The thing, oh, emergency. It's a packet of orange sugar that you pour into water and then drink it. But the marketing is genius, because the marketing is that it will cure you and that you won't be sick anymore. It's not actually sugar. It's like they say it's vitamins and, you know, a bunch of stuff that's gonna cure you. Whatever you need to get over your sickness, help boost your immune system. So what happens is everyone gets sick and they go, I really wish I wasn't sick. I'll do anything, even though there's nothing you can do really. Hydrate, you know, rest. But because I'm down to trade money to become well, I will buy this emergency because it can't hurt, and what if it helps? Even though, like, all of the... Doc Beam, congratulations. Sounds like all the research on it is basically... It just does not help, especially not the way that people use it, where they just use it one time when they're sick. You have to, like, drink it every single day, and maybe it helps slightly. Doc Beam! Congrats, bud. Your mom usually overdoses me on a bunch of drugs that probably should not be mixed together whenever I'm sick. Sounds great. Top 3 vindication from Man Flu Truthers. You know what I used to do also before I had kids? Was... Dude, who knows if I'll do it tonight or not. NyQuil is just the GOAT. Oh, I don't know who was last. I was assuming he was going to be one of those people who ended up dying. NyQuil is truly the GOAT, if you ask me. And you just get to full night's sleep. You get rest. Suede! No! Does watching VODs not count towards your streak anymore? I keep losing my streak, but I know I'm watching. Sorry, Suede. The good news for you is you can keep your streak up while timed out. In case you were wondering.
You look at the highlights, especially this game. I think this is the one where you really could tell that, okay, this one is going to be plot twist all the way. Just, again, you start early with the strikes. Sosa doing a good job getting himself on the board in big time ways.
All right, chat. I got one more series in me. That's it.
Against Fluchos, and that's really kind of like the biggest thing. Plato is so strong individually. They catch Fluchos running back to their goals.
Then I got to start getting ready for big swim graduation day.
Made them so deadly.
Because you hate us. I'd like to be sitting in a shower right now, dude. Showers also cure you.
But Plato's made it look easy.
And they've advanced in the bracket. They have a top 4 finish guaranteed already, but top 1, the only thing that matters in these LCQ tournaments, so they will have to win 2 more matches.
I don't often sit in the shower. I have
world champion.
sat in the shower.
A little bit of a break though. BS Plus getting ready.
I just meant being in the
other
shower.
Side of the field. That
Dr. Feer sits in the shower a bunch.
After the conclusion
She
of
likes
our
to just
next
chill.
match, it's time to get the first team into the grand finals. We saw them play earlier today. They're back on the pitch now here. The Go Jays taking on Nova Drift, one of the other favorites from the tournament. These two teams have played one time on the season. This was back.
You have
when
a chair?
the
No.
didn't have Drew, had Leo.
You sit down on the ground.
But they did take that one down. The Go Jays
Like a
has
real man.
1-0 series lead over Nova Drift. But we saw some highlights at the top of the show, the pre-show there, Stumpy. Kevin Nacho putting up a highlight reel. Can he do it again for his team?
But are they just a highlight reel team? Do they get the results? Because these players have not necessarily achieved what, if you're going by those individual plays, what you would expect for them to be doing. Do they just have these amazing, you know, pop-off moments? Do they hit the clip, but then they struggle to really have it transform throughout
I sit in the shower to pretend I'm a monk training under a waterfall.
Whereas Pagodes, they've absolutely smashed Disaster Class. They've got Knight, Drafinho, and Bems.
Walk-in shower, OP for sitting. We actually have a little thing that you could sit on, but we use it for
players in the world right now.
You know, all the shampoo we need, considering we both have so much hair.
I struggle to see, I really do, I struggle to see how Nova Drift, to me, a team of what I may well very short-sightedly
Boy, no one used wet.
can do against a team that is a lot more well.
It was number 143 though, so it was close to staying.
Limited Sam knowledge.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. One of the things that I like from
add it back, Coy.
Like, you're right.
Listen, I have no issues with anybody adding the emotes back.
You feel like, you know, if they get a win here, that's a chance.
The reality is, of the 143, there's going to be like 20 that you guys were attached to and thought were actually good. Those are going to come back, but we're going to have open up 120 spots. So at the end of the day, we've done our job.
Had announced his retirement from RL Esports, and then of course, you know, Drafinho, you see on the screen, said it was an honor to be part of Brad's story.
You redeemed Squidward, please, and he never added it.
At this, you know,
I'm not the only one who can control it.
There's a lot of experience for sure, lots of like story players, but then there's a chance for some new growth here on the side of Nova Drift to kind of usher in their own names in Sam history. So I mean, it's a big series for them.
I mean, but Nova Drift, yeah, we maybe saw them clip farming against Fufuchos. We saw that Plot Twist sort of having a similar game just a moment ago. Fufuchos maybe just a little bit in over their heads at this bracket at this point.
You're wet when you watch Feer? Chad, have you ever watched the
2 matches they played? They 3-0'd
stream
Plot
from the
Twist,
shower?
first
Be
match
honest.
of the groups, the final game, the decisive game, the game winner or the match winner. They were 6-2, and then they went up against Disaster Class, who we saw get beaten a little bit earlier. They reverse swept them.
Yeah,
in 5 games
I definitely
to make
do.
it this point. So Nova Drift
I haven't done it
has
in the
to
new
put in
house
work to
actually.
get to this point.
There's not a
It's just
good
matter of,
ledge.
is it enough
Now that I think about
today
it.
on the day?
Maybe there is actually.
Who do you think's gonna win? Let
But I
us
still
know
haven't
at
done it.
home.
So I haven't done it since November. I feel like there was a good amount of times I'd be like, maybe before I watched Party, because I feel like I would bring up the RLCS stream a lot and be like, who's winning? Who's playing? I'm just gonna put it on. But now I watch Party basically every RLCS stream, so.
I'm going to go also Pagodes here, and it's because I would love for Nova Drift just to prove that I'm completely incorrect, and then they're not just clip farmers, and yes, they can exist in a highlight reel.
Squidward Please nobody used. I get that because nobody used it, it might become popular. People might start using it if we add it back, but it literally was the only emote not a single person used.
A team that I said could really do an upset here, and then got absolutely battered and didn't win a game.
I kind of want Nova Drift to win just so that I want them to clip farm so they're clip farmers and they
if
win
they used it over
like super wrong.
like a year and a half ago, then it's possible.
The team who comes
the data
on top here.
like went back
Drew on this one.
a little over a year, I think.
Pick, just given the bracket,
so it could have been used
honestly,
during
the
like
name value, given the
9 to
stats,
5-a-thon. You know, there were some 9 to 5-a-thon emotes that maybe got taken out.
Versus BS Plus in the grand finals.
If I never
Split
refresh,
down
I
the
can
middle,
pretend all the
Nova Drift's
emotes are
got
still
fans
here.
Out there, the clips are working. They're bringing in the fans for them, but they're not quite fan favorites here. Drew's been around for a long time, folks. Let's get into it and send one of these teams into the grand finals. Top 2, not going to be good enough today, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, I was thinking that this Big O's team was better too, but Nova Drift is the one who was
trying to continue the momentum
in uppers. How'd they go through? They lost one game in Swiss.
A lot of faces and one more story on the
Nova Drift beat Fufuchos. So basically just these two good teams ended up on the same side.
the World Championship. I'm Hercules, alongside me Stacks. And Stacks, all I know is this region has been such a
They'll
joy
just be plot
to
twisting
get to
groups.
watch.
Ah.
Yeah, it absolutely has been. It used to just be an offense-only region. We've seen even today.
Chat, was this game brought to us by Progressive or was it not?
Key. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive as we kick off our third to last series on the road to putting a team at the World Championship.
There'd be a dark horse
for KNS, but Knight is all over it. And on paper, when you think about where these teams came from, obviously.
Did you say it right when I said it?
Drift side went through in the upper bracket.
I asked them yesterday because they're like, "You're gonna bring us in." I think I brought in both the matches I did. And luckily, I just watched Rocket League. If I was like a random person that got pulled in, nobody ever said to me, "Hey, you know, you need to say brought to you by Progressive." On the first game.
For starters,
I'm like, I've seen it enough times to know.
Double commit on the attack there. It's okay, guys, to let one person go up in that moment, especially against somebody like Jaffinho. You need
Do you get a stipend for each time you say it? Yeah, there's just a bonus.
Get on this one, other's it's gonna keep happening.
How many times you say the word progressive? It's insane the way they're progressive and moving towards the other side of the field.
This team, they are coming out absolutely.
They're just making so much progress. Okay, are Big O just gonna cook these people?
This is spectacular from Knight. The flip reset, just pushing
no politics.
Ramon can't catch up to it. 2 goals.
Any chance to slightly deafen casters? Should I just be louder?
In Big OJ's that
Big OJ's. Clearly Stacks is saying it right. He usually does the research to find out how to say it right. It looks like Big Odes to me.
They had everything flowing, and they're right in that same form. Night shot denied by Ramon. But now
he's not. Oh.
So
is it Big Odes? Was I right?
Kevin Acho finally do. But Bems is all over this. Second touch forthcoming and back downfield.
Can confirm Stacks did his research. Oh, there you go.
And Nova is not a team by any means you guys should be counting out whatsoever, especially when you look at the name Kevin Nacho. That was somebody you saw if you were tuning into the pre-show. He was in our top plays, and for good reason. He has the ability to really push this team forward. He just, unfortunately, has not been allotted the space, and that is because teams like...
Is Kevin Nacho like the Sam version of Kevin?
Of this player right now, so he's been pushed back a little bit further than most. He is
Who's better, Kevin or Kevin Nacho?
Not allotted the space to be able to get a second touch off of it, though.
Ramon ahead to Kevin Acho after Kevin took out Fems. There's one on the board for Nova Drift, and it's physical play. That's exactly how Bagoches got here. They get a dose of their own medicine.
Kep keeps watching YouTube instead of the series. It's so annoying. All Kep viewers are welcome here. We always watch the series.
To play against. He's ready to bump demo push.
He's pronouncing Roman perfectly. Oh wait, I gotta hear him because I'm sure it's not Roman. So I need to hear how he says it. Because I'm sure everyone just says Roman. Roman? Is that? Did she say it right too?
Fino around the boards only as far as Kevin.
Because first off, if it's just a different Roman, dude, just put vowels in your name, man. I have very little sympathy for the people who put no vowels in their name and then get upset that people pick a different vowel. It's like, dude, put a vowel in your name. Unless, like, that's actually how it's said in Portuguese or something, or, you know, it's like...
Oh, that's great by Knight. With KNS running forward, trying to get the demo, managed to just evade him and make the stop. Now Knight hard out of the corner.
You'd still say it wrong with the vowels.
This time Roman is all over it.
Now Roman is really
Roman. If he said R-O-M-O-N, would I not say Roman naturally? I think I'd say Roman naturally. He's Spanish? He's Argentinian, he speaks Spanish. Okay, it's Spanish.
For KNS, so shot, it's gonna go wide. Don't have to stress too hard defending it.
But even just putting in the vowels and then saying your Spanish helps too. But if you don't have any vowels, it just leaves it too up. You need like the accent over the A, that would work too. You know. But if you're gonna just take out all the vowels, like, people might insert vowels. Yeah, Roman. Yeah. Oh, dude, people would get that instantly, right?
that goes right to Bams. Good comms.
Could have been Ramon. Exactly. This is why it's so intense, like so important. But Fear, it isn't as clean. That's fine. You can make the clean to pronunciation trade-off. You make the trade-off. Your name might get pronounced wrong. Look at Nupo.
Plenty of time for them to be able to get back into this one. You can feel Nova kind of starting to circle much quicker around each other to try and find.
Be right back, changing name. No, I don't like the way that name looks. I do not suggest changing that.
But as they're all trying to situate themselves, it's Bugojay's who's already inched into that blue side.
Which extra vowels did you add? Well, if it were me, and the way I say it, I would add an E. It would be N-E-W-P-O, and then boom. No questions asked. If everyone saw N-E-W-P-O, they would say it like how I said. They'd say Nupo. And it wouldn't even be, they wouldn't even think. If you're a Johnny variant, you'd say Naupo, and you'd put an O in. And then everyone would agree, Naupo. But he's not English? Well, it still sounds like Nobo, so if anything, you put an O in there. And then tell us that, you know, the P doesn't exist, and try and convince us to make it a B.
And they take game one.
This team is intense. I will say Nova Drift is absolutely making them work for it. This was not a widespread margin.
Isn't it Nobu? It isn't. That's why I'm still Nupo.
And KNS equally do an incredible job of fighting against, you know, the Drifinios and the Knights. In this case, I think, you know, name-wise, it's Bems who's trying to play catch-up, you know, against everybody else and trying to gain some respect, which he's earned mine by all means. Despite being statistically lowest of the three, I think he slots in great. Nova Drift, I'm excited to see what you bring into this game too and are able to correct. Because
chat, should I dye my hair platinum white?
We did get to see Kevin Nacho on the attack in tandem with Ramon. That was the version of them that had snuck their way up into this final day for South America in the LCQ.
I believe it was 8 demos as a team for Nova Drift.
You're already platinum white, bruv.
Basically beat Bugojay's at their own.
No, I get some sun. I get some sun. Chill, bro.
Bugojay's has one key thing that Nova Drift doesn't have. Grafino. He scored an absolute banger to kick things off in game one, and that set the tone for Bugojay's as they try to
show watch tan. Yeah, dude, that's a great. That's a great way to show it off.
Nova Drift is definitely punching
look at the proof
against this Bugojay squad. They can hang with them. They've proven that, but they're gonna have their hands full.
Oh yeah, this is.
You see all that color?
Game one, right? You are in for a literal marathon against these two teams. So we'll see how long they're able to last in the fight against them. Otherwise, you know, you're either gonna have a complete.
That bit of wrist is maybe, you know,
titanium white. Said that he thought that this was gonna be the longest we'd seen in quite some time. So. I don't know. It really is dependent on this game too. That's how it felt in the last series and the series before that.
Show mustache tan. Wait, if I shaved right now, would I have a face tan right there?
For what the series overall is going to be looking like.
I think I would, right?
Little delays.
It would just be like
game number 2 here. Again, Bugojay's
extra white right here.
2-1. That was their hallmark against Disaster Class as well. A couple of 2-1 games. Granted, they needed overtime for those games, as Leo was fantastic in the final minute of both those games for Disaster Class.
Only one way to find out.
Again, as the series wore on, they really
I do need to fix the background. Dr. Feer was saying she might finally take this desk. I've been suggesting she takes it, which means we'll have nothing in the background.
It's very clear that
so we'll really have to try and do something
to push forward considerably in this series, and they did. They at least had their opportunities.
Next subathon sub goal should be shave mustache.
Take shot after shot after shot at them. They didn't let Knight run forward and clear out defenders.
These are pauses. These are basically Mina pauses. They're having tech issues.
Still wasn't enough.
That's why we're sitting around forever.
As Bugojay's do take the opener. Long road ahead here, though. Grand finals waiting on the horizon.
I tried to put like a TV that we had back there, but my camera shutter speed or something matched with like the TV frame rate. It didn't work. You just couldn't see what was on there. So I don't know why I did some Googling, I think, to try and figure out, like, is there a setting I need to change? I feel like I've seen tons of streams that have high quality cameras and there's like a TV behind them that you can see everything on. But it was like, it would show like strips. There'd be like a strip in the middle, and that would be the only visible strip in the camera. And then you like change it or move it slightly, like move it closer, or like do something slightly different, and then like the top would now be the strip that you could see. It was very interesting. And I'm sure someone who knows more about TVs and cameras would be like, oh yeah, come on, obviously, Feer. Stop being so dense. Like, well, I don't know. I just thought you point the camera at the TV and you can just see it. That's how my eyes work.
Outside of people competing in this LCQ.
One thing that can't be discounted from this Nova Drift side is the scoring prowess of a player like
You didn't really quit the software job? What does a software job have to do with cameras and monitors?
During the second half of the season, he is up to the heavens here, but Bems is right in front of him. Now KNS will have a go. KNS flip reset over Drafinho, but Knight is there at the back. Now Kevin Nacho will try. Will he be able to set up his teammate Ramon? No. As that gets around and all the way across, Kevin Nacho can chase it down. He's actually kicked it out right at Bems, who had Drafinho running forward had he maybe stayed on the wing.
Feer, I hope you're doing well. Joining your stream after months. I've missed the chat and your dry sarcasm while interacting with us all. You're a W streamer. Just popped in to text that. You've left your mark on my brain with your streams. Yo! Thanks, It's Doofa.
Holy, not only pinch, but there was no connection.
Great to have you here.
Just enough that the second follow-up off the ceiling had
Not a paid
so
chatter.
much
I just checked his
power.
history, and I remember his name too. He's been here
Absolutely
a
lasered
bunch.
in there, opening lead, handed off to Nova Drift. A great performance all the way
His favorite
around. They
emote
stayed
seems to be
calm in it, and
Go
they're
Piss
still gonna
Girl.
Go back for it again. Kevin Nacho passing this one off.
Right behind
Tried to sneak it down.
DSC_1439.
A little bit too creative on this one.
He didn't say it was a positive mark. Doesn't matter.
Almost scored it.
As long as he's a previous sub, it doesn't matter. Previously sub for 1 month. We'll take it. You've said better things to you and you don't care about me? You said, I'm going to go to Kep stream to recruit more viewers here. You're getting red. You're getting checked. Looking for any nice messages.
Why not? But Knight is right there to guide it over towards Bems. And that's well done defensively here from Bagojes, realizing they're getting a more inspired effort now early on out of Nova Drift.
You asked if me wearing a hat was dress code.
Down in front to Bems. Unsuccessful. Knight will have a go. And Kevin
You did say, Fear, I love you. And then you said, I want to be loved. So to be fair, you've at least been consistent.
Coaches have had a handful of opportunities in that moment. It just felt like nobody was that committed, except on the flip side of things, Nova Drift overly committed and rewarded in that moment. You see Ramon off the ceiling there.
Ramon
used the power that was left.
to KNS.
Full sent in the moment, hoping that that was headed straight to the nose of his car. It was Nova Drift once
I remember your
again
name without any of the
heading to
icons
the
beside your
forefront
name.
of this
You
game.
were a nobody before. Oh, goodness. Does being a 1.5-year subscriber and VIP make him a somebody?
Ramon over to Kevin Nacho. Got a second touch, and that falls right into the lap of Bems.
James,
And
what's up?
Goes over to KNS. Loose ball for Knight. Throw a shot on. Again, you might as well see if you can get a juicy rebound. Kevin Nacho's got to chase this one down and needs a second touch. He's got it out of harm's way temporarily.
Rough little center there, low boost, no commit, but I do respect Bagojes in their moments right now. You're playing from, behind. You gotta be patient with everything that's out on the field right now. Cannot force anything, otherwise it's gonna turn into another attack, a quick counter attack at that from Nova. Just a minute and 12 seconds, Drafinho playing from the ceiling, 30 in the tank to work with here, but all angles covered by Nova.
I think basically all chatters started at the 9 to 5-a-thon. We were borderline. I mean, people were here before, but the chat interaction was just so low. We weren't watch partying basically anything. We only did show matches, went live for a couple hours, went offline.
It still wastes a little bit of time, much needed time. That's no longer on the clock in their favor. Bems from the back.
Most people are now from 2025. The Donathon.
A nice 50 though sends them upfield. We'll see what they can do from here.
What do we do this time? What's the next a-thon?
Kevin now in the final 30 seconds, just try to salt this one away as Bagojes a rare case. They have been completely stifled by Nova Drift in game 2. Kevinacho again.
Yeah, Donathon was at the end of last season. The Athons are always at the end of the Rocket League season.
Currently a shutout for Nova Drift.
The Begathon? We've actually already done the Begathon. The Begathon's at the beginning of the year. We'll do Begathon again. We'll probably have to. The Begathon is to get Partner Plus.
I feel like a player that we all should be talking about so
We've done the
much more
Begathon,
than
and
we
we'll
are,
do
but
it again
you aren't
if
paying
we
attention
have
that
to,
much, he is
which
sitting
we
in the
will.
top 4, just over 1 goal per game, and when they happen, Stacks, they aren't just good, they're great. They're quality shots that are leading this team on a charge through the big names like Jerfinho.
When are you going full time, by the way?
Well. Game on.
You can tell when I've gone full time if you look at my hours streamed.
GoJ's had to know it would not be easy.
November 2024 was when Donathon, sorry, 9 to 5-a-thon started. You see an obvious bump if you look at it. It does seem to be trending downwards. Awkward. It does seem to be trending back down since the original 9 to 5-a-thon. How do we fix that? That being said, May was still the biggest month. Mages and Mario was the biggest month outside of the 9 to 5-a-thon. So
Into the BS Plus codes of the event. No, but again, you can
RSC, name of the raid, and then 39 million viewers.
Up to this point, they have not had an easy go of it. They have been in close clutch time situations.
Sub 90 Sunshine speedruns.
Sure.
Never speedrun Sunshine before. Remember the time when the chat used to suggest crappy emotes and you'd be scared, little bald man telling us, no, we can't add that. That's exactly how it goes still.
Capable of like having a very quality response to that initial win by Bigotes. So we'll see what comes of it. I'm really interested to see if Kevinacho is still allotted the same amount of space that he was able to find in that game 2 there. I do anticipate Knight and Bems spearheading a little bit more on him and opening up the world for Jerfinho, like we saw.
Dongerge got me a day off in the 9 to 5-a-thon, I think, something like that.
What we will see here,
I might have just gotten me to leave early.
Mentioned KNS coming in.
Can't remember why I needed to leave early.
Per game in this LCQ, and granted, most of it played 2 weeks ago, trying to catch up now in his first series of the day. Those 3 goals in that last game will certainly help. And this one,
wow, KNS, dude.
Out of KNS.
What a shot. Look at this too. It's Ramon trying to just carry it in front. KNS goes, no. We're going to take this all the way up to the top and float it on down into ourselves. That is the player that is throwing himself just under 1 goal per game. He's got his 1. You can only extend from there. We'll see what they do, but Nova doing such a solid performance in responding to their first loss, just completely building a great save.
All right, where's their answer?
Bang?
KNS.
Oh, that was the softest bang I've ever seen.
KNS. Kevin's got to come out to meet Bems, who does steal that corner boost. He'll put on the brakes to go after this ball, and Ramon sends it all the way across where Jerfinho can only watch it. He'll have to make a turn now. And what can Jerfinho do? The challenge has been laid down. Oh, he got the dunk, but it's wide.
Another shot out mid, almost going to be sent back, but everybody from the end
Ooh,
of Bigotes
bang, dude, KNS.
Rightfully so. Novadrift
How old's KNS?
with a vengeance on this. Double
Is he the next
Kevinacho just
greatest
left this
player?
out. It's KNS fully on the solo play
Or is he already
here
ancient?
to go up 2-0.
That is insane confidence, too. Hey,
22. He's old.
And so quickly going up to the skies.
He's old. He'll be retiring next year.
Kevinacho now trying to keep the offense flowing.
You said last vid you're going to do more show matches. Any players you have in mind? He was in major tiebreaker in 2022-23. Oh. See, I'm least educated on Sam, certainly of all the competitive regions.
With KNS now deleted off the field. How fitting. Bems looking to center, and KNS right off the respawn very quickly. Off a whiff by Drafinho. Couldn't force it by Knight, but it will fall to Kevinacho. He's going to go to work now. Flip reset right at Knight. Easy stop, but they're not able to clear the zone as Bagojes find themselves
He's
on the
KBM?
back foot
Ooh.
considerably now.
What's with
Well
Sam
into
and
game 3.
keyboard and
The
mouse?
fun part about Nova too is these quick cuts. They're forcing those to drift around and make the most 180 cut you've seen in quite some time. But back end, for the most part, has always still been a priority to defend. All three members of Nova back in time, trying to keep these shots away. One from Bems. We'll see potentially another one here. Although we do get cleared out into the orange. Here comes Ramon off the backboard.
Drafinho, KNS, David Trox is a big group. Heavy KBM
There was
hitters.
absolutely no boost on the side of Nova Drift.
Or just keyboard, dude.
Except for Kevinacho, who
Love
comes
that.
in and gets a huge win.
Really,
to
whenever I heard about
motivate
KBM, I always thought,
a
like,
very
why are they using
simple
mouse? Like,
counterattack. Almost
what does mouse
certainly
really
a
give you? And I
goal.
guess,
Still could get one as Kevinacho
I guess it gives you
jumps the
camera
pass,
looking, and that's it,
KNS
right?
there to
Like,
sweep the ball
as
off
opposed
to
to
the
just
side,
other
and
buttons.
now get a race to get a piece of this. He does. Knight's still in the net as Kevinacho will play to the corner, and Ramon there with no boost. Minimal problem. KNS there to help out. Nova Drift continue to just baffle Bagojes.
Ramon is doing such a good job too of lurking
Uh-oh.
and waiting right now. And there's
Uh-oh.
that clear that he was being
Uh-oh.
so patient about.
Uh-oh.
He's even going to reward off in a goal. There was nothing left in the boost tanks of anybody from Bagotes here. I was making mention of how long he had been waiting and centering himself, and it just takes one on.
You can't really use it for cam. It jitters the entire time. Interesting. It's really change your
This is just unfortunately for them.
your sensitivity, though, right? It shouldn't be as jittery.
There may be a timeout in the future. That ball given
I
away
assume
to
there's like a
Drafinho.
button you press. It's like,
don't
I
think
want to
he was
move the
ready for it,
camera, and
just how
then
free that ball was
you can use your mouse for it.
Have to make that
Maybe not,
adjustment on
though.
the fly. Here's Drafinho again, though, with Knight running forward. Still couldn't come up with any demos. Minimal contact, I think. I don't think even.
I used to play WoW, dude. I just wanted a mouse with just like a million buttons.
And he'll use it to at least put a hand up on Knight. And Ramon there to stop the pass to
Just having like
Drafinho. Now KNS
5
will
buttons
clear
there that
again.
your thumb can press.
Kevinacho keeps that neutral.
Just
right
make
at
it
the
so your
first pass.
hands have to move
And the
less.
final minute will come in with Nova Drift well out in front in game 3, and Bems forced to make a goal line save. KNS beaten by Knight, but Kevinacho makes the save on the other side. And yet again, Bagojes kept off the scoreboard since game 1. Coming up on 10 plus minutes now that they have not been able to break the Nova Drift defense.
No, not at all. I mean, this is just a very.
There's only one
attack-heavy
alpha boost?
team
Oh
in
my
Nova
goodness.
Drift, but rightfully earned that title. They are so methodical
Bang?
with it,
Nope.
and I mean, look at even the shots that are still coming through.
Who
in the final
has it?
25 are so
Oh, somebody-
quality. They
is
might
it
be able to get
Bems?
another one here. Finally, defense has become a much stronger priority to Bagotes. They just
No,
can't
it's,
quite counter off
Knight.
of a lot of these shots, and that's where Nova ends up
How'd he
sitting
get
in
it?
front in this head-to-head. Their counters are so quick.
Low key, you
Bagotes
need coffee?
continues to get caught out time and time again with no boost, no way to defend.
What are you trying to say?
Now, another
Has this chat not
win
been
on the
as
board
energetic enough for you?
overall towards Nova.
A kind of grindy struggle in game 1 where they had the opportunities but could not convert.
I do look like I need a
Since
good
then,
DP, don't I?
Back-to-back 3-0
Kevinacho at
shutouts
16 and considered a good
for
prospect?
Nova
I would think
Drift.
so. If you're this good and
they've
also
got
tons of years ahead of
Bagojes
you.
really wondering what's gone wrong. And Bagojes will take some extra time to figure that out. As
Roman
we look
farmed
back
Octane
at
GG rating.
What was the Nova Drift highlight reel? for all the talk about these guys more or less being clip farmers, I mean, they played solid fundamental Rocket League. There's nothing special about that goal there. There was another goal from KNS earlier. It just go up, get it off the ceiling, bank it home, no problem.
Could always use a good
They
DP.
have just outplayed
Always.
Bagojes over the last 10 minutes, or really 10 minutes plus, as they started to come back late in game 1. And now this tactical timeout, Bagojes find themselves really being tested more so than maybe at any other point in this tournament.
It takes and I feel like this has been my word of the day so far, but a very patient team to pull off a win in South America. Historically, this region is just so offensive and attack heavy, right? They are known for being fast. They are known for being mechy alongside being quick with everything, not only physically but mentally, right? In a lot of the plays that they bring forward. This team, Nova Drift, has such a solid balance right now that it forces Pagodas into an uncomfortable game. Everybody in chat is saying it so well, but Nova Drift at this point, they simply really are just outplaying Pagodas on every front of the field.
So Pagodas find themselves trailing now 2-1, Nova Drift. Again, just a brilliant effort all around from what has turned into KNS and friends, which is no disrespect to Kevin Acho and Ramon, who have played brilliantly, but KNS, the lion's share of the scoring, 5 goals out of the 7 that Nova Drift have as a team. And boy, if this keeps up, again, we mentioned his goals per game rivaling that of some of the upper echelon, a couple of the guys from BS Plus competition as well. I think Wisty and KB1 are way up there, well over a goal per game. You don't expect KNS to get there in this series, and maybe not the rest of the event, the level they're at necessarily, Herc. But again, he has been a steady offensive threat. And for all the talk about not having an answer for Trevino, the Pagodas have not been able to stop KNS really at any point other than early in game 1.
Yeah, I think right now the statement that needs to be put out.
Has contexto gotten harder?
Saying is how do you stop?
See view look fine.
How do you
and but then
take that ball
those are
away
also close to
from
each other, but then
Kevin Nacho?
post and base are better than that.
Out of your way when you're trying to take a shot for yourself.
Viewpoints.
There's more questions than answers right now towards Nova Drift.
Opinion.
Why they seem to be doing so well. We'll see if Pagodas has any form of an answer after that timeout got taken.
Sniped it. A little bit less delay for me.
As of now, it stands to be the same. Nothing but pressure from Nova off the kickoff.
Trevino will bring this to ground, but can't do much with it. Kevin Acho with a great ball across. Roman will just take the boost, leave the ball for KNS. That's going to kick out. Right out for Kevin Acho. He can play it himself, actually, against Trevino. And Knight hard off the.
You guys are just mad because
and finally
you were gonna type opinion as soon as you saw a viewpoint.
All the way across, but the problem is it didn't go to a teammate.
So, but I beat you to it.
It looked good, but didn't really accomplish much. Knight
that's what the tissues are for? What else would they be for?
Was well out of the play.
They're for when you got to stream when you're sick, and according to chat, that's all the time.
That was a phrase that I'm really hoping we're not going to end up having to say about Pagodas, which is really clean but didn't accomplish that much. They have all the fight in the world to be able to be going head to head with this Nova team in theory.
But that thing on the left, though, you're talking about
least, back and forth,
my Rocket League trophy,
which so far they still have opportunity to do so. Another slow shot on net. Going to be
who's winning the whole thing today? BS Plus competition.
Towards the mid, Trevino just trying to pre-jump the intercept, and he does, but it doesn't slow the team down regardless.
Trevino's shot easily dealt with by Roman.
It's interesting to watch chat
out to Bems, and
scatter
you see Knight sweeping across every time
underneath my greatness.
He's trying to get any contact, and then fittingly enough, he gets plastered to the back wall.
As you know, I was talking about the trophy. I was right. That's all that matters.
Trevino has to play keep away from Roman as he lets it down to Bems. Now Roman could have KNS running forward, a race to the boost won by Bems. There's going to be awkward control here for Pagodas, and just not able to get out of the zone as quickly as before, and having to play 3-on-3 Rocket League.
Chat, this chat is for contexto winners only.
Has been so physical. They have not landed.
Feel free to DSC your way out.
KNS actually takes out Bems. I think
if you haven't won one.
Second demo of this game as a team. Kevin Acho shot
sent
away by Trevino, but the bullies are getting bullied right now.
You wouldn't have gotten the word without me. Who do they remember? The guy who threw the lob, or the guy who slammed it home? You know what I'm saying? Who do they assign the points to?
They need to get a little bit more well-rounded in terms of taking turns.
Real fans remember both.
Otherwise, it's going to stay the same. Ramon has a turn to pass.
Bang! Ooh! Kevin
By
Acho.
Drafinho, who seems to be trying to do it all. And so far, he has. The one thing they need him to do is score.
Kevin Acho taken out well behind the play. But he'll spawn back in. Full boost for him and KNS. Ramon will have a full tank. There's about 700 boost, it feels like, on the side of Nova Drift. And it almost
They remember
feels unfair.
Anunoby
Here's Ramon
and
with the foot
Brunson.
reset. He delayed. Loose in front as
Who's
KNS
Brunson?
got another demo. This time taking out Knight, but they just lack the crucial
Are you talking about
touch to put
Brunson
the ball
missing
away
a
at the
three
end.
and then Anunoby putting it back? Are you are you giving Brunson credit for missing his three?
So evil with it. Sending him upfield, just waiting. It was the boost steal. It was patient waiting. There was nobody back in time. They finally.
Yeah. You know, if Agonizing Poo
Drift.
ran away from the hoop with his arms wide open as I threw down the lob, then yeah, they'd remember him.
Very opportune goal for Begojes. And now it's KNS who has been on fire. They got a demo on Drafinho. Knight got, I think, flipped on his way into the goal.
You did do that? Okay.
Looking for a measure of revenge.
I didn't realize.
Denied by KNS. Don't talk about Drafinho trying to do everything. KNS has been everywhere, and sometimes you have to double check to make sure there aren't two of him out there. Now Drafinho, bring one across. KNS just a light touch to feather over towards Kevin Acho. And they're not too pressed about this attempt either. Ramon very casually out towards midfield. He got a piece of Drafinho on his way up the wall. And now over to the side, KNS, awkward flip. Kevin Acho can steal some boost, but Drafinho making sure to catapult this ball out of the way. Here's Ramon with 20 seconds left, and Bems with another big stop.
Like this one down, but there was nobody quick enough to try and
How do we
get
feel
that
about
center.
frilly
You got your
toothpicks?
final
This is your
12
second
seconds
time
sitting
going at
in
it
front
about
of
the
you.
frilly
You're on the wrong
toothpicks.
side of the field in
I don't
this
even know what you're
moment. If
talking
you're
about.
Nova, you're playing from behind. Another shot attempt from Bems. Tries to make a center. They're going to have to play this one up in the air. Ramon was already there. Catches it. Enough in the tank to give some power.
You've heard
Kevin
subs make
Nacho
good
next.
medicine?
No Hail Mary. Attempt instead.
Chat, you heard him.
Another pop-up, and Bems is going to take it away. Big clear upfield, but the ball's still in play.
No, I've decided tomorrow
Makes that
the cold's going
catch, but he
away.
won't. It's a drop to the ground.
This is what I tell myself
And
every day.
the Godays have tied up
I've
the
decided tomorrow I'm
series.
not going to be sick anymore. I'm over it.
Well. They can't blow anybody out apparently after, kind of using up all their goals against Disaster Class, but they can grind out a victory. Another one-goal game.
I'm Moody. They've been 2 months tier 1.
Again, they're actually 3 out of the 4 in their quarterfinal match, and they have pushed
Thank you, gamer.
Nova Drift.
Appreciate
They're
you.
calling their timeout, so
They want us to
after
grind
game
Contexto
4
again.
and a
They want me
best
to
of
go
7,
back to back.
we're all out of timeouts.
I got the drink in me going back to
the rest
back.
of the way, a best of 3 to put somebody
Oh
to
wow,
within
back is actually a pretty good
one
word.
series of the World
Shoulder,
Championship.
The funny
spine,
thing is, I'm actually very
blue
shocked
arm,
that Nova
back,
Drift could call this
hat.
timeout. I don't think it was
Wait,
a
what?
bad
Are they
enough
describing me?
performance to warrant
Shirt, a
winning.
blue
Maybe
shirt,
they feel,
hat, have back
physically more than
problems.
Emotionally in this sense, they might need a break.
Feer,
but I
the
think
first
that
time
they
ever
still
could be a
did very
good
well, right?
costume,
This was
blue
still
costume,
only
hat,
a
which
one-goal loss,
obviously.
on
No, it's a
paper.
wizard.
They did
No,
get outshot
it's
more than they normally did, which I think, granted, at some point in
it's
time,
the blue man.
Nova needed to anticipate that you were gonna have
Shoot,
the Kevin Nachos being
I
held
have to
back
get
a
it.
little bit
My
more,
reputation's on the
and,
line.
your pass and plays aren't
It's
gonna
Barney,
have the same amount of
even though
space
he's
that they were
purple.
allotted at the beginning of the series. As Begotes starts to learn.
Do we think it's somehow not? Is it just like mask, even though?
This is just some clean back and forth.
Is it blue? Do
level-headed
we think it's
Rocket
blue? Have we
League.
tried other
Daz
colors?
was onto something. Was saying that
Dragon,
this was gonna be going all the way
monster?
to the end there. We'll see how much further it ends up going.
Oh, we know we will at
Surely
least
Bat was already been
see
tried.
a 6th game, but first, gotta go to what is quickly
What is
becoming, I
blue?
think,
What is a blue
everybody's favorite,
costume?
in our map rotation.
Maybe I'm too attached to blue. Blue wasn't that good of a word.
Now with Begojes and Nova Drift all knotted up at 2 games apiece.
What if it's like doorbell or something? Pirates?
Sandwiched.
Nah. They're not gonna remember Agonizing Poo. Trust me. They're gonna remember Witch, the guy who got the assist, who put us on the right track, who got the initial green word.
Who will stand out?
All of a sudden, I understand how much more important the assist is.
In Game 5 in our first semifinal.
These two teams have just been going absolutely back and forth with each other.
You have zero idea to play. Nobody does. That's the beauty of it.
To see who can gain control of this ball is
no, you just type words that are similar to the one you see, basically. And when we used to be able to have the numbers next to it, you would know that costume was the 6th closest word to the word we're trying to think of. So you know, okay, costume's really close. But after Contexto Gate, we had to hide the numbers because it is possible to cheat.
Going back to that timeout taken by Nova Drift, I'm kind of with you.
So now you just got to go off the green bars. You got to kind of feel it out.
Didn't play poorly in any aspect.
You know what I can maybe do? I can maybe write a Chrome extension for this site that removes the numbers, or I could go even farther and maybe do like a random amount that's like 10 or so off. A random amount that could be anywhere between, you know, how big the range would have to be. So like if it were 20, it could give you anything between 10 and 20. I don't know if that's worth it. Probably just removing the numbers is better so you can see the bar and how close the bar is getting to the end.
Not only are they making the double saves, but some of them are being made off of double commits. And so Bigotes understands that they have the.
You don't know why the numbers were hidden? You thought you hated us? Nah, you knew. Come on! Surely Habibi was there for Contexto Gate. It happened during Worlds, so it happened on the day Unreal Engine 6, you know, was announced, and Unreal Engine 6 was the second most important announcement that was made.
We anticipate an attack.
Each run have a random fixed offset.
Once they want to start to do that, and it seems like this.
Once you get close though, and it gets like to the negatives or something, maybe I could just switch it. If it's negative, then the word close just shows up. You don't remember the name of the alleged cheater? The alleged cheater, I think, changed their name, but then I think I also permed them again. Unfortunately for them.
And KNS again with another critical stop. Now Kevinacho right at Bems. That goes through. Ramon up ahead now for KNS. Drop it down, but nobody else is there. And Rafinho clears it only as far as Kevinacho. That's a great touch, actually, to KNS. And again, the more that Nova Drift can just kind of have the ball gravitating over towards KNS. Great things have happened so far in this series. Will it continue?
So far, we're getting a much more stagnant tug-of-war.
Next thing you know, you're going to tell me someone is using steroids and marbles. You can cheer 100 and like some random event happens, but I still don't even understand how it works.
The spawn demo, you're choosing
shirt grab. Can we get some equality, or do you hate women?
Yep, that's the great advantage now of being able to choose where you respawn. Rafinho immediately back into the play, and now trying to get across midfield, but instead KNS just parks it, beats 2, trying to go after Bems. He has
bang! Kevinacho!
After a brilliant performance from KNS.
So clean.
Did you ever figure out this random Sonic ring sound? No, do you know something about it? As far as I can tell, my guess is I've noticed that overlays that are open on any scene can like trigger even when they're not related. So if I search which ones have the Sonic ring, it's really just like the counting game, I think. A couple new ones have the counting ring because, but either way, I could go remove them from OBS or kill them, but somehow they're playing that sound even though they shouldn't be. Like the HTML hits some edge case where even without getting sent data, it's deciding it's worth it. It's probably this viewer one. There's a viewer count one that if it gets sent the right thing, it'll play the sound.
The pinch off the sidewall is going to allow Nova to get out of their half there. They just need to waste time, but Jaffinho has possession and a shot. This one off the backboard. Ben's going to try and catch it here. 30 seconds on the clock.
I don't know. It's tough to know which one it is. But if I nuked them all, I bet it'd go away.
Find themselves again.
Why is he there? Here goes Knight. He'll have a go. Cavanacho's in the way. Give him a savior medal now. Bems, great infield pass, and the shot from Jaffinho. Low, easily savable.
Sombra Ghostas is being released at the end of the stream or when? How was released Sombra Ghostas? Not one of the emotes that are in the bottom 143.
And Nova Drift are 1 win away.
This team is such a fun team to watch. Truly, when Nova Drift gives themselves and finds the space to do those two-man pass and plays, it feels like there is absolutely no stopping them. You know, I gotta give flowers to Ramon on that one. He walks away with the MVP honors on it as well. He is being so. We
still have a timeout available. Is that true?
On this roster.
We did. I think we did Contexto during a pause.
Being able to allow KNS and Cavanacho the security to go and do what they have been. Nova Drift, you are so evened out that it feels like Bigotes cannot catch up or slow you down.
You cannot be one-dimensional at this stage.
They both have taken him? No!
Having somebody who's just a pure scorer, who's
give us a third timeout.
That worked in 2017,
I need redemption.
2018. It works to get you to the top 6 of an event, which is where Nova Drift's kind of ceiling was during the entire regular season. This version of Nova Drift is a legitimate contender to go to the World Championship, and it's because they've got this three-headed monster that play all 3 roles incredibly well. Attack, defense, midfield. There's no weakness here for Nova Drift. They were
I'll show you this three-headed monster pants grab.
Game 4.
That's what you guys sound like.
They've been the team that has been throwing shutouts against Bigotes. Can they do it one more time? If they do, they're in the grand finals. Here we go.
1 win away for Nova Drift and a spot in the finals to try and make it to the World Championship through the LCQ.
Don't type +2. It was one of the worst
to give themselves a
jokes I've ever made.
The top of the top, but the top of the top
that would get you banned on our LCS chat. This is kind of an insane result. The only reason why I feel like it's not because I don't know a ton about Sam is because these guys came in through uppers. So Nova Drift, you know,
16 seconds in.
They clearly were backing it up earlier parts of this, but it does sound like they're. Our John AK always Sam expert told us it would be a pretty outside shot for them to win. So could they be our DOS equivalent, where it's like you're just gonna get slammed down by BS Plus competition once it's time?
Give himself an angle, and that's well read by Jaffinho, not letting him have any time or space. We'll see now if Bigotes do throw caution to the wind. If they do, they could get beat by some of these quick.
You like the DOS comparison? Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
That was a nice little attempt there. Ramon is going to be able to get back in time and then push this one out to the side. Nobody getting caught off guard in this moment. Still playing from behind in this first minute of play, though, is Nova. So they try and push out from their end of the field. Little 50 that goes down. A shot to the backboard there. Great save to keep them out of the way, but the pressure's still on with Nova.
That was a great setup, too. They'll be shocked they didn't score, and then they'll just watch Jaffinho go right over top. Looked like 2 kind of got tangled up here. KNS and Cavanacho both going to the same point, neither pressing X to jump. And it's Jaffinho who doubles the lead.
Probably both were expecting the other 2, but...
About that one. You just kind of got a little bit ahead of
yourself. I love it. I love it. Have we ever seen that before?
This is Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen.
We had a brief 1v1.
Decade of Rocket League.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. That was good.
All right, Drafinho there.
That was beautiful.
All right, so let's play something that, again, resembles more of the car ball we're used to. Kevinacho off the back wall. A&S will propel this downfield. Drafinho will end up on the backboard, but it's Bems that has that ball away, and Begoj's trying to add to what already looks like an impressive advantage the way this series has gone, but that's a great win by Roman. A&S was coming on, and Bems all over the ball. He'll leave it for Knight, who beats 2. That leaves Bems against K&S, and he just couldn't get around to tuck it inside the post.
Here's Roman. He's going to have the space to try and make that clear, but I do like this from Bems. Bems and Drafinho are doing a good job of really trying to have control of that mid. That bump out does give a little bit of space. He reaches off the side. It's slow enough, though.
How do you see all the emotes? I feel the barrier of entry to the chat is very high. Rhino, you don't have to type any emotes, gamer. We'll still enjoy every last one of your messages. That being said, !7TB is the way to go.
This is the biggest lead we've seen them have and hold in quite some time in the series, although that could end here with a shot from Nacho.
One thing I love from Begoje is that they're down in this series, and they're utilizing fakes incredibly well here in Game 6, just to kind of keep the pressure on. That is an incredibly bold thing to do.
We should have a no emote day where we switch our emote sets to none, and we find out if we can communicate still.
Having a second to go with it, icing on the cake. It's Kevinacho, the last of his boosts to stay in front of that ball. K&S, good ball out to Roman. It's still going forward, and Kevinacho will score it through. I think it was Drafinho at
downloading the emote set right now.
Back on the board.
What to do on no emote day?
That is sitting in that top 5 and even ahead.
What are we, cavemen?
So Kevinacho, you gotta remember,
I think having the emotes has made us more like cavemen. I think we would be back to distinguished gentlemen if we could take them out.
Plenty of time for this team. This is the, I believe, number 2 overall in goals per game as a whole in Nova. So we're expecting some more throughout the next 90 seconds, but for now, Begote's name of the game is just continue to
Your chat just wouldn't move much? What about the good old-fashioned spams of old, like typing 1 or typing Poggers? That's actually an emote. PogChamp.
Another 3 here in the
we will turn into YouTube chat. YouTube chat has said some great things. We got some Grand Champ 1s asking for show matches.
And now a team that averages just over 2.5 goals per game. If they're going to prevent us from going to Champions Field, they need 2 big ones now.
Kevinacho is trying to find his team, but it's Roman getting over 1, not past 2 though. Drafinho really truly is the final boss of this squad right now. Like you said,
Big Odes means mustaches?
Really come alive when it matters.
I did not
most.
realize. Do they all have mustaches? Bems does.
Drafinho's
Drafinho's might be there, just going to be much
in the
smaller.
Here, last minute of play, all the way upfield tonight. Boost spawn right in their favor.
I'll be honest, I don't mind either way. I like the teams from Big Odes, but having a new 16-year-old Kevinacho on land could be fun. Based on what I've seen from him so far.
Lower challenge just didn't matter. The defense from Begoje's, again, the 2-goal cushion certainly helps. Kevinacho trying to run interference, trying to get involved in any way he can. K&S now, throw it to the corner, just trying to find a soft spot in the Begoje's defense.
Or even just non-Brazilian players. Yeah, K&S is Brazilian, and then it's Argentinian, the other 2.
We will go to Champions Field.
You know we're going Game 7
of the LCQ.
I truly would not have wanted it any other way, and I assume, honestly, the rest of the world, unless you were hardcore fans of either, but this is just such good Rocket League. Extremely
Dude, I didn't realize gamers are playing in that dark of rooms.
The difference maker now being that Drafinho is getting involved way more than we have seen him in any other series or at any other point in time in this particular series. Getting involved on 2 of those 3 goals there, shooting
I am a
on paper in terms
RLCS
of
player.
goals coming from that. This is a different Jaffinho. This is the Jaffinho that we have seen on LAN so many times, Stacks. This
It's
is the
not a
one
black
that's attempting
camera, just to be
put
clear.
Nova Drift in their place.
I'm just playing with the same amount of light that RLCS players play with.
Shocking after game 5, where, I mean, not to say that he 1v3 the whole game, but in many aspects he did.
I had to get close for the camera to pick me up, and it's only on certain
There was that one
frames.
early sequence where he made a save on all 3 players within about 15 seconds of each other. He was winning 50 after 50 after 50. That completely changed as soon as Jaffinho got an early goal.
Big Bus, you're going to be mean. Audi friends, have a great day. Congrats for your
Junior.
junior.
There may be some
He did
players
pre-congrats him.
Yeah, they kind of roll their
Has
eyes
to crush
like,
it today.
"Oh,
He will, though.
all
He's the
right, we
man.
couldn't put a team away. Now we got to go to game 7. Jaffinho out here thinking, first of all, he's seen that forced game 7.
Thought you were Seiko for a second. Is Champions Field bright enough?
Champions Field for a spot in the grand
Here,
finals.
let me pull up
Will Jaffinho do it again? Let's find out.
White
Off the rip.
image on this other
Everybody's
monitor.
back and forth in this midline. Jaffinho's going to be the one to try and save first attempted shots. Takes this one away. Going to look for one of his own.
Is that helping?
Plays it
Is that the
very
sweet spot?
Patiently tried to get that pass up over to Bems. Bems to Knight. Double down. Shot was
Is it too bright now?
But it's that
That looks
Kevin
perfect,
Nacho
right?
character that has really been the thorn in the side of Bigotes.
What a save by Kevin Nacho. That is not an easy spot to be in.
Too
Yes,
bright.
This shot's going to be just wide. And the quick clearance from KNS and Rahman to the corner. Rahman just trying to hinder Bems any way he can. KNS
Take
gets
off
knocked
the
back
hat.
to midfield, and he
Why are we
will
worried about the
retreat
hat?
all the way.
We want to see
He
the
actually had
bald
this on a
head
full
reflect the
tank.
white image.
Now he'll boom this again downfield. Kevin Nacho is downfield. That still gets through somehow. Another opportunity for Rahman. All by his lonesome. Knight and Jaffinho there to greet him at the back wall. Now Bems in a very awkward spot. Knight had also jumped. There's no boost at all on the side of Bigotes, but they do still clear the zone. Boy, you talk about doing a lot with absolutely nothing. Bigotes just got blood out of stone, and they almost scored on the other side.
You thought they were going to be able to do it there too. They play it so close on net, and it's either Nova making an extremely gnarly save,
Bumps?
or it's just too close to the net, and it's going off that top crossbar there. Finally, Kevin Nacho able to
You look
give
like
him
Nick
and his
Merckx.
teammates some breathing room. We'll see how long
Merckx
that
likes to
lasts.
stream from
Not
like right
very,
here, right?
as they have
It's
to
like
play this one
inside
back
the
to their end
camera.
to be able to get on out.
You only see the top half.
It would have
Nick
been
Merckx,
very
by the
easy
way, is
for
a
Bigotes to fold after
auto
those
modded
couple of
name.
shutouts in the middle of the
Was he
series,
banned from
early middle
Twitch?
of the series. They have battled back. They've persevered. Now they have the upper hand in what is a scoreless game, but the run of the
I've
game
heard
right
of the
now,
moon reflecting the sun,
heavily
but I've
favored
never
Bigotes.
seen this.
Jaffinho's gonna be able to turn
Oh, he's
on
a
this.
transphobe?
Important boost
Got it.
pick up by Rahman as he ensures they
So
won't
he's
get
probably
starved out
used for
entirely.
bait or something.
Trying to
Having his
dish that
name
off
fully
towards
straight up
Jaffinho.
automated is.
Bems cutting in at midfield.
I sure hope Fear never
And Ben's
becomes
got
a
crucial second
auto
touch that
modded
forces KNS to
name.
stay home. And this is not where this team wants KNS.
Bang!
That's where
Jaffinho!
Bigotes wants Jaffinho from the wing under the bar again.
It was just enough of also getting, you know, himself thrown.
As you guys can see, you're not being auto modded.
Or at night,
So Fear is
excuse me,
safe.
Throwing himself towards that last
Keep
man
up
there
those
that he didn't
political
even need to
takes
make
and you'll get
connection.
there.
It's a high pressure situation that is stressful enough that Jaffinho just needed to stay calm. And he was going to be given the shot opportunity, and he did. Kevin Nacho now is going to have to play this one from all the way back. You can see Bems and Knight just following them. Bigotes at this point in time is on full-on pressure towards this team. And what's happening is
Chat, my
Nova
opinion on
doesn't have the time
homeschooling
or the space anymore
is that
to be creative. It's just a shot being thrown, and it is, more importantly, a shot in the dark at this point in time in the series.
There's a smack of desperation at the moment out of Nova Drift. They are just.
If you disagree with me, you're a terrible person. Impression Fear.
They don't get punished.
I don't know that
but it
quote,
is
so
an
I
attack
can't.
that's gone
I don't know
awry.
who said that.
Now Rahman getting bumped from behind by Knight. Still able to at least get something resembling a shot. Now Kevin Nacho. Will he call his own number? No, he's looking to dish off to Rahman. KNS is
Bang!
there. He'll score. He caught an awkward
Cinema.
deflection, and KNS was right there for it.
look at this from Kevin Nacho too. The second flip into it is actually just awkward enough that there was a world where I think that they might have thought he was gonna fully miss it, but no, just enough on the touch to keep that one centered and take that shot there. It's a tied game entering the final 90.
Drafinho got clipped. Couldn't go for
What
the
a
ball.
save!
Kevin Nacho nearly ran out of real estate there. And that's an awkward spot, and still
Nice.
just stones Bems. And Ramon at least able to force this over to the corner, but Drafinho out of that corner.
One defender. He's getting chased.
Against Knight. Drafinho is back to slow down KNS. Boy, that could have got real hairy real quick.
Drafinho?
Now Drafinho bring it to ground with a pop, and Ramon stealing the boost from his own side. And Knight doing all he can to
Yes.
force that back.
The
And
rare
again, it's KNS,
stealing the
only
boost from
one
your own
left in the
back
map.
corner. It does happen.
Ramon's playing this all the way from his backboard, used everything in the tank to try and carry it forward. And you got to remember that this is the
Bang?
second
No
highest
bang.
scoring team overall in South America. So Nova, they know that they have the capability to
Ooh.
outshoot, but right now the pressure is sustained with Bogote.
Can you change the white to a red?
Bems has taken his turn. Another shot maybe
Probably, yeah.
can find its way towards net. Drafinho is trying to be the star power to give them the opportunity to keep going, but KNS has been the one to beat, and nobody seems to be able to get past him on the back line.
Well, the fall to Kevin Nacho here. He's lost the ball. Knight has Drafinho and
Oh, baby. A triple.
after Drafinho takes out KNS.
They are the ones, the OG of OGs.
Can I do-
to potentially throw them
Oh.
to the
Oh, I was like,
final.
was
Just
there a
gave
pause?
them
Why'd they go to
but
the players?
Kickoff is the last chance. Ramon gonna try and catch it here. He pops it up.
All right, I'm gonna
high,
try
but
and
it's
do
sent
a-
all the way back into the end.
This is a
KNS
fire.
Still has this ball in play,
Oh,
but it takes
the game ended, by the way.
Your first team to enter the final will
Can you
be
tell it's a fire?
Bogotes.
They had to come back in game 6 and 7.
It's not really working
to
super
do it,
well.
but they hang on. And a late clutch goal created by Knight and Drafinho put Bogotes in the finals by a whisker.
This is orange.
It goes all the way to Champions Field. Will it be CS:GO who waits for them in the finals, or will it be plot twist?
I was going to turn the other light on, but
Semi-final coming up right after this. You don't want to miss it.
bang, don't want to miss it. You absolutely do not want to miss it. Chat, we're going to miss it. Chat, we're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. Chat, thanks for hanging out today. As I mentioned to the people who have been here all day, the OGs, the hour ones, you know, they might not be day ones, but they were hour ones, minute ones. I have graduation, swim lesson graduation with Feer Jr. today. And this Sam stream goes kind of late, so I cannot continue to go. I know the PS Plus competition is going to go play. It's a couple of the great matches. But you won't be watching them with me. Sorry. Tomorrow I should still be live. And I'll do NA and EU. I think I'm going to be doing the whole day. So that's the plan at least. We have a ton of people coming into town, but I'm going to work through them. That's what my understanding is. Unless maybe I'm super sick again tomorrow or something. I mean, I'm not super sick today, but I mean, I'm sicker or something. I've decided I'm going to be better tomorrow. So I think it's going to be fine. All right, chat. Thanks for the subs on the day. Taking the 23 subs. Thank you to those 23 people who subscribed and or gifted a sub. He doesn't need to be a certificate to swim. To be honest, yeah, he already has all the skills, but it's the final day of lessons. They want me to get in there. They want me to show that I can, you know, swim. Not actually. I think they want me to. They're gonna try to teach me how to keep him learning or something like that. But anyways, hope you had fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow at NAEU. A little bit of Sam on the Feer stream, but no Sam grand final on the Feer stream. Clearly, Feer hates Sam. Obviously, certainly no other outside circumstances causing this. Later, gamers.